Unless there's something that I need to like know about or some shit.
No, I mean, I'm perfectly happy to start the stream. You know, I never really trust it until I see like the comments coming in, making it clear that it's real.
Just catch me saying something bad about somebody like we usually do.
Yeah.
You know, have a good.
Hurley's hair sucks. Boom, you're live. Ah, no.
Hurley, his hair?
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, we good.
No, but I was looking. I don't want to say what your license plate is, but I was thinking it's like if we combine the first letter of his first name and then his last name, you could just call him Durley. Durley. Burley Durley. Or just Burley Hurley.
Burley Hurley.
Or just Burley?
Just Burley is a good word. Nobody says in BMX, Burley. We're calling everything Burley.
Right.
Dude, that's a Burley rail. When I think about that, I'm like, Burley?
Is Burley the BMX equivalent to skateboarding's gnarly?
You know, I feel like we said gnarly too. I'm gonna look this up. How do we get to Burley?
Gnarly was just always big West LA lexicon. Just, you know.
You ever call someone a Hessian?
Nah.
Hessian is hard. Look, Burley, a tobacco of a light-colored variety grown mainly in Kentucky. That is not it. Big and burly. A burly man is large and strong. A burly policeman. just like a specific type of man.
Big and burly, is that the Bad and Bougie remix?
Yo, no, peep Hessian.
Yeah, what's Hessian?
A Hessian. It just always gives you the wrong definition first. A strong, coarse fabric made from hemp or jute, used for sacks.
Okay, sacks.
Oh, here we had Hesh.
No Diddy.
Heshers, yeah, I believe it's probably a similar lineage. A mercenary soldier, chiefly British. Like in my mind, a Hessian is more like a motorcycle dude, like a dirty old school. Maybe he's like a roadie or, you know, just like a dirty, grimy.
From a previous era?
Exactly. Like a dude that when we were like in our teens, we looked at as like an old school loser ass New Hampshire type guy. Oh, he's a Hessian.
So it's like me adjacent now.
But think about Hesh.
Yeah.
Hesh comes from Hessian.
Is that
I don't even know if he's cognizant of that.
I thought that was like his like last name or some shit.
Nah, he's just because in skating you would say Hessian. Yo, look at this is actually an Urban Dictionary. A person often sporting a mullet who is considered metal and a bit trashy.
All right.
See,
that's heavy metal parking lot vibes.
So I feel like Hesh being Hesh is like alluding to having that energy.
Okay.
Even though for sure he's never had a mullet. Although the shag is the black mullet.
The mullet right now is you out of here with it.
Oh, mullets
like,
are huge.
Regardless of culture. I'm saying like Japanese with a mullet, you killing the game. Korean with a mullet, you killing the game. Peso Pluma mullet, killing the game.
Yeah.
You know, like,
what is that? Girls can't help but just hand the V over in exchange for you having a mullet.
It's a poon melter.
You shave a couple lines on the side, make it extra stringy down at the bottom.
Yeah, you in there.
Or you go full Chito Ranas and you just shave like a line between. And I felt bad when I was with Big Tone the other day because I'm realizing he had that haircut for like 30 years. I previously on the podcast, I'm like giving Chito credit like he thought it up.
Well, that like the tail thing is very like norteño.
Yeah, it's just evolved to a bizarro new world where like you can have like a straight shaved thing and then like a giant patch.
Yeah, well, then there's like different variations of all that, you know. Like, it goes back to what's it called? That's Quaheche. You feel me? That's
I don't know that word. What is that word?
That's like the Aztec and you know what I'm saying.
Mongolian.
But it's not Mongolians like the Quaheche or some shit.
Look at what we're talking about. We're talking about Hessians, mullets, burliness, all because our co-hosts are not here yet, so we have to talk about inane things.
They're in transit.
Yeah, well, they're in transit, but we don't know how far away that means. But Ash Bash, she could be right around the corner. Bricc Baby could be right around the corner. I just don't want to dive into the juiciest topics that we have to discuss before they're here so that we all, you know, I don't want to have to like repeat stories or anything like that. So maybe we could just do Raza business to start the pod off.
Yeah. Like I think that I'm sure this will get brought up a few times today.
Yeah.
But you know, like there's been a sharp 90-degree angle made in the Adam 22 lefty gunplay trajectory.
Let's hear about this from your perspective, so then I can tell you why you're wrong about everything.
No, and I would love to hear all about it. But so this is just the way.
I want to hear how you would describe it to a No Jumper fan that you just ran into at the crack house or the bar, as it may be,
or the crack house on the way to the bar,
or the Burley Hessian house. Yeah, sure.
Yeah. I'm keeping it big and burly.
Keep it burly.
So essentially, it seemed like there's been a contentious relationship with Lefty, although like,
and the history of it is literally we do an interview. The whole interview is smooth.
Great interview.
One thing I say is that a lot of people have been saying you're the Mexican Crip Mac. Doesn't really act offended by that in the moment, but then as he goes on other podcasts, he starts communicating the fact that that was upsetting to him, and apparently at some point during that, he took it so far that he put it on his dead homies that he would never come back to No Jumper. So I feel like that's the primary thing getting in the way of us continuing our on-camera relationship.
But then there's been dialogue since then that kind of alluded to the fact that there might be a possibility of reconciliation.
I mean, I'm certainly open to it. When I reached out to Solus about it, or I just sent him a DM or whatever, and that was his explanation, is like, you know, Lefty believes that he has to stand on principles. He said that he put it on his dead homies. He wouldn't even come back to No Jumper. But then he did say something suggesting that there's a Lefty Gunplay music video that he was interested in premiering on No Jumper, which obviously I was open to. I invited them to the store on Saturday. They didn't show up. I think that they were at the Kendrick thing. So yeah, I don't know exactly where that's at. But yeah, anyway, Bands releases his music video last week, in which
and previous to that, you were fucking with Bands. You're feeling Bands. Correct?
I like Bands.
Yeah.
I think he's a good guy. I think he's a cool dude. But you know, he releases the video in which he basically goes to Lefty Gunplay's neighborhood, does graffiti in all red, repping the Norteña shit, posts up on the porch. He has actually like a look-alike Lefty. They didn't seem like they tried that hard to make it look like Lefty, but a guy who
looked like Lefty.
A Lefty imposter of sorts. He's got him on deck, and then I assume this is Ash Bash. No, it's not. And then what else is he doing in the video? He uses B-roll of Lefty's mom.
From Duno's interview.
From a Duno vlog. And he also raps about me and raps about fucking his mom. Now, this, considering that we routinely interview drill rappers who basically who have like literally in some cases like dug up the graves of their ops. Yeah. Never mind like spray painted their fucking headstones and shit like that. I mean, really, when you compare it to all that, is this that much farther over the line? I don't know, not so much, but to be honest, the mom stuff made me feel kind of uncomfortable. That was the primary thing where I felt like I had to at least put out some kind of statement about how I felt about that, since I know I actually didn't see that much of it, but I still felt like I wanted to make the statement in terms
was it
of
based on the visual of having the visual in there, like married to the lyric, or because the lyric in and of itself is like, by diss track standards, kind of benign, right?
Saying fuck your mom or something.
Yeah, that's like pretty.
Yeah, no, you're right though. It was the combination of like showing his mom.
Yeah.
That to me was a little bit like, damn, like this feels like it might be going in a bad direction. That was definitely the first time that I thought, maybe giving voice to the Northerners was not such a great idea. Maybe I should have just let them keep fizzling it up. But
it's like there's a few things as far as the mom thing goes. In battle rap, there's definitely like different levels of lines that can be crossed and what's like appropriate and what's taboo.
But it feels like this is so far removed from battle rap.
1,000%.
This is gangster shit.
But even in battle rap, it's like one thing when there's the ambiguous character of your mom or your girl, your bitch, whatever.
And it's different when you take the vlog footage of your mom from like a month or two ago and stick that in the video.
Once someone will take take it from just saying like, you know, saying your mom to actually saying the name or all that. There's different levels of disrespect, and yeah, I think that it gets tricky out here, and I think that, you know, like you're super accustomed to dealing with the BDs and the GDs that come through. You're super
stuff that's usually like very much not in our backyard.
Yeah.
I mean, that was one thing that I kind of took from like having conversations about this with, you know, an Icon or a Swiftie, is that this is very much unprecedented.
Yeah.
In terms of the Northerners coming down here and specifically doing this sort of stuff in their neighborhood. And apparently this was all within like the last week.
Yeah.
So the narrative that they did this, which I assumed as well, that they did this while
the interview.
After the interview. I assumed that just because it's a long fucking drive.
Yeah.
Apparently that is not the case. So I would be interested to know like what time of day this took place. It didn't have like a dusk type vibe.
No, it could have been like 10,
Or dawn.
10 a.m., 11 a.m.
Could have been. You
Definitely
never know.
didn't look like turned up hours for sure.
I mean,
You know
either
what I'm
way, it's like,
saying? You could go look at the takers. You could go to any hood and like, you know what I mean?
yeah,
Like,
any hood, if you go there at 10 a.m., realistically, there's not that many dudes who are like dying to be standing out there on the corner. That's not really how it's done these days.
when the
right?
shooters are at school and shit like that, you feel me? Like,
Yeah.
it's, but,
And from my understanding, Lefty left this area.
right.
It does not live there, and apparently his mom probably doesn't live there as well.
Yeah, no. But regardless, like what you said before is right. I think that my biggest takeaway and the thing that struck me way more than the mom diss or anything else is, you know, you don't really. In my life, I don't think I've ever seen like a big ass Norte tag.
Right, because why would they? It's very like hard to imagine.
Southern Cat, and I don't think I've ever seen that before. You know what I mean? So I think that really invited a whole other energy. But it's crazy because you look at like the most successful like Chicano / Mexican rappers of all time, right? Like, look at Be Real, all right? Like, now, people that really know about Be Real know he was a blood anyway, you feel me? He's half Cuban. He is part Mexican. A lot of people don't, like, look at him as Mexican, though he is Mexican. And he's never, like, pushed a gangbanging agenda in his music, which makes him look at Burner is kind of the same, but on the other side of the spectrum. You know, like Burner, like grew up in Frisco, obviously grew up around like Northerners.
But that's the precedent, is that if you are from Northern California and you want to fit in on a national level or be able to do business down in the South, you kind of
don't gangbang.
You kind of have to put that to the side. You got to.
But it's kind of the same thing too, like for Be Real, because Be Real, and let's even throw OGZ in there. Like OGZ is kind of like we have proof of concept right now that
they're here.
Bricc is here.
Bricc is here.
Being a non-active gang member is beneficial for you, for like your career if you're a Chicano rapper. Like, look, OG's a perfect example. OG's able to do shows in Santa Cruz, in Petaluma, all through Northern Cali, in Eureka, in Frisco, in Oakland. Have that shit jumping. People love that fool.
So he can go up north, and it's all good.
He totally can go up north, and it's all good.
I've always wondered about what he was doing in terms of the street level, because I've always noticed him. What up? I always noticed him doing like the CC back in the day instead of the CK.
Yeah.
Didn't really know what to think of it.
What you mean, CK, homie?
No, I'm talking about OGZ, but then also like he wears a lot of blue.
Yeah.
So I never really, I never knew. I never really asked.
Well, like he definitely, as far as him doing shows up north, like I've been at sold out shows he's had throughout Northern Cali, like the Catalyst and Santa Cruz, all that shit. Now, as far as like his banging and all that, like he said on here multiple times, he's a tagger. He grew up like tag banging and stuff. I'm sure if he, God forbid, got busted, he would roll with the homies, you know what I'm saying? He'd roll with, you know, like with his race and all that. But like he's not actively pushing that agenda. And guess what? Not only is he able to do these shows and go places other people can't go, as a result, he fucking was invited to the Kendrick Lamar thing. You feel me? He's the only rapper, Mexican rapper.
That's because he's cool with Rucci and G Perico, YG and them.
And that's, I'm sure there's other things.
They was click banging.
Yeah.
Clicks up there.
Right.
But ain't Shoreline, I thought Shoreline Mafia had something to do with Venice Shoreline.
No,
because I was in jail, so I'm like, Shoreline Mafia, like, oh, that's hard.
No,
little kids out of Venice rapping.
That shit confused the hell out of me when I first seen it. I was like, yeah, like they're called what? And then, but you know, it's all.
So what Crip neighborhood was he raised in?
Who? No, he wasn't raised in a Crip
No,
neighborhood.
but you said he was doing the CC. Was it just to be cool?
I mean, this is probably 2017, 2018
Yeah.
that we're talking about, and he's hanging out with Greedo and
Yeah,
all
what
these
area
guys.
do they come from?
He's from East
West
Hollywood. He's from East Hollywood.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
East
Oh
Hollywood.
yeah. He just was trying to find some.
There's no.
He was finding himself at the time.
He was probably learning to spell.
But what's funny is the closest Crips to him would have been the Playboys, right? Like low key.
Where, East Hollywood?
Yeah, like low key. That's the closest Crip set to you. Like,
Hell no.
what do you mean?
East
That's
Hollywood?
Like, yeah, that's like
The
right.
First Street, East Coast is the,
Okay, yeah,
all that shit on the east side.
Yeah.
the
Like
low
if you go
bottoms
east,
is
but
the-
that's further. Like you really
No,
got.
if you go straight down Vermont, it'd be the closest Crip hood.
You go like 5 minutes away. You know what I mean? Like
Playboys is like an hour from them.
No.
Traffic hour. You talk about Playboy Gangsta Crip?
Yeah, fool. That's West LA. That's right
East
there.
Hollywood and
Cadillac,
West LA.
Cadillac. That's like not that far away. Corning, like that's not that far away. Anyways,
You just got politics on.
No, he got politics on because he know he sounding crazy.
nah, that's close.
East Hollywood,
fool.
say Kaiser.
Yeah.
You saying the Kaiser in
Yeah,
East
yeah,
Hollywood.
yeah, like El
Past
Centro,
Hollywood. So
like
he's
El
talking
Centro,
about by the 110.
Normandy. Okay,
And then he's talking about way to the 405.
Yeah, no, you're right. It is kind of like that. Yeah, like
During traffic,
if you
it'd
go,
be
you know,
hell.
But that's my Westy mind. I'm always
Yeah,
going.
everything's
I'm always
right
gonna go
there.
west. Yeah, like, but it makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, because they are higher up though, but the schoolyards is before them.
They close to them too. They close to them too. But I think that ultimately, like with OGs, like him not being an active gang member has helped him ascend in a lot of ways.
Okay, let me ask you this, Bricc. If you had to guess what the lefty gunplay response is going to be to bands going to his neighborhood and using footage of his mom in the video, etc., like, you know, and it's not like this is like, you know, gotten a small number of people witnessing it, because as you can see here,
it's cracking.
Bands from the Rose, 400,000 views on the Shimo Media channel, which basically means that this is the most popular video
to date
on this YouTube channel, aside from some other videos that are like many years old. So basically, like, this is probably the most talked about song coming out of Northern California in the last year or two.
for sure. Nah.
Damn, that's
you talking
crazy
about
when
for the Rasa though, right? The most talked about song for the Rasa from out of Northern.
Well, I mean,
You got-
I'm saying on this
I was
Shimo
about to
Media
s-
channel that posts a lot of the
'cause I was
stuff.
about to
Yeah,
say,
yeah.
You doing J-Bo like that.
Yeah,
I've been out
he's
J-Bo all
got his own
weekend.
thing. But in terms of the northern Mexican community, who doesn't necessarily get as
For
much
sure. No,
attention
for
historically,
sure.
That's one of the,
everywhere.
That's one of the biggest, like, that's one of the biggest records that's ever come out in, like, you know, Northern Cali, like norteño hip hop, especially like on some transcending that bubble and having more people be aware of it, because they like the Bay, you already know their fan base is so crazy that they have a self-sustaining ecosystem where there's a good 50, 60,000 people that'll fuck with anything you put out.
I've never seen an essay hood in the Bay. I just haven't seen it. I know they're there.
You
but
have.
you just don't know.
Yeah, you
'Cause
for
they
sure.
all dressed like
Yeah.
us, and then it's not like they hit up on the walls and shit the same. Like
They do, but it's not as much. But you for
yeah,
sure.
like you go down, you go see a big old 1-3 or 1-8 or something coming through LA. You're
Yeah.
not gonna miss it.
Yeah. Well, there's like a significant more, I would say, like, there's a bigger black influence in Northern Cali than there is in Southern Cali overall.
you see that
like, you
all
know.
the time. Yeah, or even yesterday when I had the dude Bands from Stockton, the different Bands, who's the one that beats with J-Bo in them.
Yeah.
He's a full blown Crip and he's fully Mexican, and it was fun talking to him too, because he's talking about jail and shit. He's like, you know, I run black, so like, you know, he's
it's
like,
a problem.
Yeah, I mean, but he don't
not
seem
in
like
the
he got a
north,
problem.
Not in the north. I'm tripping because the Nortes, we could affiliate ourselves with Nortes on the yard.
Yeah,
like the blacks, we fuck with them on the yard.
I feel like everybody in the Bay Area, low key, like talks the same, has the same slang. Like
It was the Thiz movement. Ever since Mac Dre, ever since,
Yeah.
they've all been on the same type of time, and it's just like different vibes in the air up there. Like we on that tense gangbang vibe down here. They don't got no black gang members to
100%
to like beef with. Yeah, they got sets and cliques and all that up there, but niggas
Turfs.
ain't just like we come outside. It's like we on the yard still.
Yeah, it's different for sure.
Where you from? You got shower shoes on? Like
Yeah.
If you had to guess, how does Lefty proceed? How does he respond? What is the proper response?
That's what I was trying to figure out. Where is the hoods out there? That's what I bought that up for. He got to go up it. I mean, he need to respond with a who I smoke at the end of the day. I mean, I'm not trying to push the narrative, but he fuck around, go to jail with his tweaky ass over this shit right here. Because you got a thing, you tell a mad tweaker what to do. You can't tell a mad tweaker what to do and what not to do.
But, I mean, Lefty Gunplay is not going to drive 7 hours north to make a statement, right?
He need to do that and drop it on the Thizzler.
Thizzler ain't doing that.
So
Thizzler already said they wouldn't drop his freestyle because he dissed the North.
yeah. They
Need to pay whatever. Like at this point, it's just business. At this point, you know what I mean?
Like he was on some list that Thizzler posted of like the top like up and coming Southern Cali rappers or whatever.
But
like,
then again,
yeah,
it's like the Southsiders. They didn't see the Northeast coming. Like this shit, like it's like bullshit. They went in there and did their thing real quick. I bet you they wouldn't have did that between the hours of 9 at night and 6 in the morning.
yeah, or
when the tweakers is outside.
or when they're not outside at fucking 10 in the morning.
No, that's when they did it.
Yeah,
that's when they did it. They did that early.
Your vibe was that it was in the morning?
Yeah, it was like
Yeah.
an early day thing.
Right.
While everybody was coming down off their bender.
You know what's crazy though is like that dude Rico Too Smooth's energy is completely different, and I feel like that dude has potential to be like a really big rapper.
I agree. And in that Big Tone interview that I just did, when I was talking about the Northerners that I interviewed, I was like, you know, you are super respectful. Rico Too Smooth, super respectful. Even Lazy Boy was real respectful, even though they ended up doing diss tracks afterwards or whatever. And I was like, you know, Bands, he's a little disrespectful. And this is before the Lefty fucking diss came out.
Yeah.
So, you know, he had already like been talking shit like during the interview and stuff, like a little bit messier than what is Gold Toes hitting me out? Is he watching me live?
He has to be.
Yeah.
We talking about Northeast.
Nah, but he's just sending me like a random artist to check out or whatever. He's trying
His
to get me
ears
a
is
little
ringing
deeper
like a
in it.
motherfucker right
That's
now.
crazy.
Like, yeah.
That we talking about Northeast and Gold Toast.
Yeah, his ears ringing like a motherfucker.
But I don't know. That's been a pretty wild one to watch proceed. And then there's all kinds of other little like Rouser storylines coming from it, like the
For sure.
okay. How do you guys feel about Icon? It's so weird to see Icon getting tore up on Twitter. Like Icon,
Such a nice guy, right?
Icon, such a nice guy, getting 20,000
Damn, you
likes
got
on
it, 'cause
tweets.
nice.
He's a nice guy.
He's a nice guy. He's a
Like,
friendly
he's
guy.
he's got a he's got a
Right, okay.
jovial
It's
Don't
nature.
be nice, cause that's like bad in the gang.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah,
how
but
fucked
he's
up
bad.
you are. Is that you hear a nice guy, cool guy, you're like, oh, they think he's a bitch.
I think you're
He's a bitch.
Yeah, I think you're a nice guy. You feel me? Like,
Yeah,
but-
I might fire your shit up. You said that shit again. You know, in the crib world, nice ain't nigga.
Yeah, but
I'd
like-
rather be thirsty than nice.
you know
Where's
what I'm
my
saying
water,
though. He's
dude?
like
I
he
know.
doesn't have that energy.
No, he's not no fucked
Yeah.
up person at heart. I know what you guys saying, but
Yeah.
it's like he keep it. He's trying to
jolly.
keep it G. He's a Southsider, so you can't
For
call
sure.
him nice. Period.
For sure. He's a mean guy.
He's firme.
He's a firme fucking
he's firme.
wicked ass fucking vato.
Also,
right?
shout out
Like,
to Ash Bash, who is clearly taking some notes from Compa Raider about showing up to podcasts on time.
Yeah. She had the corporator routine.
She's been very many influences. That could be her coming in right now. I
Please
see some
don't.
shadows moving around.
Please don't say what the Macy's manager said.
Oh, that literally crossed through my head. I was like, is there a way to make that joke? Probably not. Anyway, there's a story that I owe to the people. You guys already know it because you're in the group chat, but we need to discuss what happened Friday. And
I got robbed for my car yesterday, so I don't have a phone. So
okay, but this
just
was
sit
Friday
there.
that
Okay,
the
all right.
group chat was being lit up with the 22
You
strips
seen
telling
this?
these
I seen it.
anecdotes.
You seen
All
this?
right, I'm just making sure it wasn't something new.
And I am kind of shocked that I'm the one who gets to tell this story for the first time, because I thought for sure I would be the second person giving my version of events, because I figured that yesterday that they were going to get into it. But let's just get into it. So there's the Impact Awards, which is something that Jason Lee puts on every year, it would seem. Hollywood Unlocked Impact Awards. I get invited. Me and Lena pull up. Good time. Here's the full timetable. It says on the flyer, red carpet, 6 to 8. We get there at 7:30. I figured that was a safe bet. If we get there at 7:30, we can hit the thing. Dinner is at 8. So we show up at 7:30, take our little photo on the red carpet, then we go and take our seats. as we're sitting there,
Y'all look like you were having fun, by the way.
we were having a good time. But as we're sitting there, I look up, and maybe 50 feet away from me, who do I see?
That's fast.
Trell and Heather. Hadn't seen him in person since the Great Split, or her.
Wow.
So
feel
automatically,
good?
I start whispering to Lena, like, "Oh my God, look at that over there! Look at him! Look at him! Look at her! Heather and Trell, they're here."
Had they seen you yet? Did you get the vibe like that they had already like scoped you?
By the time I'm scoping them, it starts to become pretty clear that they're scoping me.
Yeah.
And you know the emoji that's just sort of like,
Yeah.
that was the vibe I was getting. Like
Pause.
literally their jaws seemed kind of dropped. Like
Pause joint.
in their mind, they saw the boogeyman.
They
I just
seen the
popped up like the
boogeyman.
boogeyman. They're
Yeah.
like, what the fuck?
Sometimes
And
you gotta pop out and show people.
upon reviewing their Snapchat stories, I realized that they were drinking. So that colors the whole situation slightly differently to me as you hear what happens from here. So
Did he have a cowboy hat on?
he left that at home.
Okay.
And we both didn't have ties on. I don't know if he was like planning on not wearing a tie. Myself, I was planning on wearing a tie. I watched the same YouTube tutorial like 8 times and I still couldn't figure it out.
I'm not gonna.
I've never done it.
suck,
My
bro.
whole life, I've never done it. And I got a bow tie now. I want to be a bow tie guy.
Clip-ons or
Yeah,
like,
bow tie. You gotta just
get the
You gotta
clippy.
pop out and
yeah,
just.
you just gotta click him in.
No, I'm gonna get a bow. I'm gonna get a backup clip on at the very least.
Yeah.
Okay, so pretty clear. Pretty soon after, I'm gonna say within like a minute or two of me scoping the fact that they are in the same building, he comes over. He approaches me. As he gets over to me, I stand up. He's got a guy with him. Now I don't know who the guy is. It has been suggested to me that it might be his manager, Jack.
Okay.
I have not done the prerequisite Googles to figure out what this guy looks like,
I'm
but
not
it's
familiar with Jack.
It is a African American man with a baldy.
Okay.
That's all I know. And Lena filled in the details. She said, because I didn't really peep this, but as they're coming over, Lena said that the emotion coming from the other guy was kind of like, no, like, I gotta stop this. Like, this is bad. Like, what the fuck's gonna happen? Like,
It's like a
this
Flacco caption. This is bad.
And I'm asking her, I'm like, he seemed like he was shaking his head at me. She's like, no, it seemed like he was shaking his head like at Trell. Like he was, and if it is his manager, then it makes sense. Like, okay, he's pissed off because he doesn't want to see anything happen. For the record, we're both wearing suits. Everybody's wearing suits. There's a lot of actual famous people here. This would be like the most inappropriate place ever
Yeah.
to fade.
That would have been the most epic fade.
The best fade of all
That
time.
would you missed your Will Smith.
You're right.
Yeah.
It would have made history. But
You weren't invited next year, but you'd be all right.
I cannot act like he is on some Ho Simon for not firing on me in this situation, because like of any situation in which we could ever see each other, this has got to be the number one most inappropriate situation. Maybe like a funeral or church would be more inappropriate, but you got Cam Newton, you got Fat Joe, you got Cardi B. There's all these people. Even just me, I'm at a table full of homosexuals. I don't know, they just sit us down at the table.
Bro, they know what
They
you
categorize
3, 4
you.
Zest monsters
Yeah.
right there. I'll fucks with them. We having a whole conversation talking about sex clubs, all this kind of shit. Oh my God, someone just sent me a picture of Jack so I can verify. Yeah, I think that's him. Yep. Spotted. It was Jack.
Confirmed?
It was Jack. Anyway, so as Trell approaches me, I stand up. So we're face to face. And I actually remember the dialogue perfectly because I texted you guys within a couple minutes to let you know exactly what was said. He says to me, this is his bar, and you can quote me that this is basically exactly what came out of his mouth. Pause. He says, I ain't gonna do nothing right now, but if I see you later, I'm on your ass. My response was, yeah, I don't think that's gonna work out too good for you. His response, but nah, for real though, I know you happy to see me. My response was, yeah, I'm fucking overjoyed. And at that moment, I think Jack's judgment sort of set in, and they walked away.
So was your blood boiling at this moment? Like, were you like feeling fadey?
I know exactly what you're talking about. That feeling you get when
Yeah,
your heart
yeah.
rate elevates and
Yeah.
stuff. Honestly, no, I did not feel that way. It happened so quick that I didn't even have a chance to like have my nerves start getting to me or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm leaving out an important piece of dialogue now.
You had butterflies.
After he said, I did not have butterflies. Right before he walked away, he kind of like looks around me and goes, "Hi, Lena, nice to see you." And it honestly didn't even seem like he was like feigning the emotion. It seemed like he genuinely like, because he has no reason to say anything negative to her.
Yeah.
He's
keep
seemed
the
like
girl out of it.
he was being polite to her, which is that's okay. And then they walk back to their seats.
That's so. I was wondering if Lena and Heather had any interaction because they used to be like pretty cool at one point.
They were super cool.
Yeah.
There may have been a little wave,
Okay.
but we're like far enough apart that it's like there's a significant distance between us or whatever. And then I'm seated in such a way that when I'm looking at the stage, all I have to do is kind of like glance over here and I can see what he's doing.
Yeah.
Now he is a person whose emotions are typically like pretty transparent. You can sort of like take a look at his face. And
Bro,
sorta,
you should have been like shot spitballs at him or something.
oh my
like,
god! What I wanted to do was I
ice.
wanted to get a fucking Snapchat clip where I just zoomed in super tight on his face of him just because he was kind of like watching the chili.
Pissed the fuck off.
He didn't look like he was having the best time of his life, but I was like, oh my god, like I got to do this for the Reddit.
Do
If
you
I post a
think
clip of me just zooming in hella
Do
hard
you
on his
think if
face.
he had a couple more groovers with him, he would have said something? He would have let them handle his lightweight? Lightweight?
I mean, again, like this is the ultimate scenario in which like you're not gonna have any backup
It's not
because
that time.
You just like you know everybody has their seat at all these tables. There's a dinner that's served and everything. It's just like the ultimate situation that is, and there's a reason why Big 22 was in this environment. Lacking, right?
Yeah,
because
yeah,
it's just like you would never expect some shit to happen in this
Exactly.
kind of scenario.
It's not the source of words.
It's not that kind of vibe.
Yeah.
Yes, and I did notice that they served chicken. You don't need to put out steak knives for chicken because you don't want anyone to go young buck.
That's true.
Anyway,
That's true.
did I glance around looking to see if there was any steak knives available? Yes. But he goes back to his table, and so the whole time,
Lackiana.
a lot of times when I'm
Told
looking
me you
over,
would never do it.
I'm seeing
Mad
him.
at you.
I'm seeing him text like pretty quickly and stuff and shit. So I'm thinking, is there going to be an ace boy waiting for me outside when I go to get this Uber?
Where were y'all at? You could have activated the squad. You know it's one press of the button. I'll give you the Cash App name.
Yeah.
I'm just playing.
You got
Activate Kill
hitters
Squad.
on Cash App dial? That's interesting.
Yeah.
Anyway.
They see the money pull up, they check your location, not just play.
Okay. So the dinner starts at 8. The show starts at 10.
Mm-hmm.
By 10:45, I look up. He's gone. But Jack's gone too. I'm thinking they all left. Like why did they all leave?
This is what you do. You got to get out of there before your app.
I look back 5-10 minutes later. Jack is there. Heather and Trell are not there. So if Jack left, Jack must have like
Ushered
helped
them
usher
out.
them into the Uber or whatever.
Yeah.
Make sure nothing goes wrong. Make sure Big 22 didn't follow him to the whip. That's a good homie.
The walk down specialist 22 Street.
He's walking him down.
He's gonna walk him down at the car.
And at that point, I'm just kind of like, well, fuck. Because I'm picturing like the whole time I'm sitting there like an hour and a half or whatever that I'm kind of like glancing over from time to time and just taking note of the fact that he's there. And I'm thinking to myself like, what the fuck is going to happen when this shit wraps up, you know? At one point I go over, I'm having a conversation with Cam Newton and fucking Floyd Mayweather,
Yeah.
talking to them about the
His
podcast
name
and
is
shit.
Dab.
Who's Dab?
Dab Newton.
Yeah.
Well, I don't
Calling him
get that
Cam
joke.
Newton. No, it's not a joke. That's his nickname. That's what everybody calls him, Dab.
I never
Hit him
heard
with the
that.
Dabber Ranch.
Dab Newton. Every time he scored, he did that. So all the cool
I'm all
kids
about the Dab.
call him Dab.
I didn't know that.
So
Okay.
change it.
So I'm talking to Dab. I'm just completely
Alright.
falling off of whatever you're saying. And I don't know. And that was it. So we watched the awards. And, you know, part like Jonathan Majors comes out, bro. He's crying his fucking eyes out. He gives like a 20-minute speech. I'm surprised I haven't seen the speech go viral yet because it was fucking ridiculous. He's just pouring tears out his face. The Christian Louboutin guy goes up there too. He's crying. The vibe in the room is crying. Everybody's crying. And
Celebratory crying?
yeah, or like, you know, Jonathan Majors won the Perseverance Award.
So like,
He persevered. He was found guilty, but he's persevered regardless.
Yeah.
So I'm observing all this going down, and I'm gonna be honest with you. Me and her, we left by 11:30, which the whole thing wasn't done. I'm gonna assume that it was all done by like 12:30. It seemed like it was running a little late, but yeah. Then around 11:30, I think they probably left around 10:30, maybe 10:15. We hop in the Uber at 11:30. And that was it.
They had cooler shit to do than you guys, though. Don't try to write them off. The clubs are. You were in Hollywood.
From my lurking,
that's what I was wondering.
From my lurking, did not appear that they did anything after.
But go get a burger and talk about how they saw the 22ster.
You know, I think they might both be on Ozempic, so I doubt that they got a burger. There's probably no burger.
No burger.
Me,
Just
go home.
all 22ster.
Do what I would do. Go home, eat a little handful of crackers. That's your calories. That's what I might do. I'm not eating a whole burger at 11:30.
And that'd be like that's like a diss too. Like, you feel me? I'm gonna eat some crackers when I go home.
Oh, as a diss to me. Well, I'm gonna eat some Fig Newtons in that case.
You feel me?
I don't know. But
That's what.
yeah,
I don't know.
That was quick.
It was a
quick.
total nothing burger of a situation, but it was a little peek. I mean, it was our first time seeing each other, and it was a little peek into exactly where the tensions were at and stuff. Because I'm going to be honest, when he said, "I know you're happy to see me," it just really felt like he still fucks with me. He still kind of wants my approval in a way. Like,
That's what I was gonna say.
He wants me to know that he's doing well for himself. And
Acknowledge it.
it felt like in that moment, he couldn't even really fake having like hardcore hatred towards me. That's kind of how I took it. And then, oh my God, I'm so glad you're pulling those
I
out.
know you want this.
The telling this story is stressing me out so bad that I just, okay. And then it was interesting though, because just today, I saw a clip on the Reddit of Smack talking about the conversation that we had in the DMs that I highlighted last time.
That's what I was gonna bring up.
And Smack, although he did delete the DMs, which I actually leaked the original DMs to overly invested.
That's why we screenshot him.
Right. He then
Screenshot him, got him.
Even though he deleted it, he then made it perfectly clear that he doesn't have a problem with me, that he thought that the photo that I posted of him was funny, etc. So I'm like, okay, this is interesting. Because
And he said he thinks that the beef is now redundant and played out, and he's over it. Like,
which was also interesting to me. And I'm going to be honest, there was a version of this conversation, this clip, that would have been very disrespectful that I could have easily, and this morning running in the shower, I was kind of thinking about, like, what is the tone that I want to execute when it comes to this conversation?
Brother, you go a light on the Hoovers. Is this your peace treaty speech?
I am not a gangbanger, so there was no chance that I was going to take aim at anyone's gang affiliations,
Oh, it
Bricc,
wasn't,
baby.
but I'm saying, like, his hitters are back on the streets, fresh out of juvie.
You're saying that Pop Smoke's killer is employed by Back on Fig?
I mean, Treyway gets jail cell interviews. Nobody does those.
Who has a jail cell interview?
Treyway and Trell. Treyway calls in every now and then.
well, I mean,
I didn't see that.
on this very channel.
Young Threat and all them went over there.
Yeah, but I didn't know he interviewed Treyway over the phone.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Or
There's a
he
lot of that
pops up-
going on,
He
though.
pops up on the show on the phone. I'm not gonna say it was interview style.
okay.
I mean, you interviewed
But
TK.
it was, like,
you
on the
feel me?
live.
Like,
That's true. That was
like-
like fresh after he got picked up.
yeah, that.
But
I tried to get Adam
which is
to do
even
that shit.
crazier, low key, when he's still fighting the
Right,
case.
but okay, anyway, all I'm saying is that I could accelerate this. I could make it worse. I don't really feel the need to do that. I'm actually still kind of shocked that he didn't talk about it on the show Monday, because he had to have known that I was going to talk about it, right? Mm-hmm. He talked about the big deal confrontation backstage at the Kendrick show.
So what exactly?
But you're not, you know what I'm saying? If you said it first and then he replied, you know what I mean? He ain't the one in the wrong for talking about it.
You're what I mean. That's
You know
true.
what I mean?
But you can't. All right, him talking about his brother and shit. You can understand keeping that low key because that's like brotherly shit. In terms of me, he has no reason to expect me to have any kind of discretion. Now, one thing that made me think about not saying anything at all was I was listening to this clip of Joe Budden talking about how he ran into Rory like a while ago, and they had a weird confrontation, and they just didn't talk. Neither of them talked about it on the podcast, which I thought was kind of G to like have this conversation and just be like, not even important enough for me to bring it to the table. But I am Big 22, so I had to talk about it. But anyway,
Also, he probably it's very possible that Relly didn't want to speak on it because
he's gonna get me killed.
well, he was just waiting to see to gauge how you were gonna come. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
very
Like
true, yeah.
he's gonna be like, "Yo, is Adam gonna talk shit or is Adam gonna be cool?" 'Cause like you said, there's numerous ways you could have approached this, and today you woke up and didn't choose violence for whatever reason.
Maybe Kendrick's just got that kumbaya in the air.
He unified
That's what-
everyone in LA.
That's which way you try to go with the
There's
conversation.
unity in the air.
Yeah, that's what you try to do.
Dot did this. Dot called me specifically
My
because he
nigga,
felt like
Burgundy
everybody.
Jesus.
Dot felt like everybody in the media was against him, so he called Big 22 and said, "Hey, make it right with T-Rail."
You lied to us last week. We're not going for this every week. Your accountability after you had us hyped about what's his boy?
The
Like tapping
Stat.
about-
Stat.
Right, I know. And then
The other baby
but
daddy.
then the next week,
other baby daddy's crazy.
Okay.
you just was gassing.
that was crazy.
You was
But,
gassing.
okay, I did that about Stet, and then the next week I'm telling the story, which was true, about Smack DMing me, and then
Right.
this week I come in and I got a story about me and T-Rail talking at a award show with suits on.
Yeah.
Which these two are true. The Stet one was a lie, but either way, I
I'm
had
not
to
gonna
bless
lie.
the people with it so that they could understand what was going on behind the scenes.
Instead of those Cindy.
I feel like I kind of sense that this time next year the climate will be very different and everybody will be pretty amicable. If I was, yeah, I could see it like slowly going in that direction. It doesn't seem like there's at this point beyond resentment. What's the real catalyst of the beef?
Well, saying hi to Lena when you have previously said that you were going to kick her firstborn in the ass is a little.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's different. It's just some different
Didn't he
shit.
apologize for that?
He might have called it an apology.
Yeah.
I think probably like most people wouldn't have called it an apology, but he said, "Joke's on you. I meant when she got older."
Not that was not the best.
Which is nice.
Yeah.
Because you're probably less likely to crack her fucking hip bone in half or whatever if
Yeah.
she's like 15, 16, 17. That's
Yeah, at
cool.
least wait till she's out of elementary school.
Yeah,
right?
kicking a
Like,
3-year-old in the ass,
Yeah.
that could do some damage.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, we're not gonna talk about it.
Yeah, that's
Cause that anybody talk about kicking my daughter in the ass, nigga. If you could tell me fuck 60s before you could tell me some shit like that.
yeah. That's
I could get over that.
That's
You could get over
that's the
things.
I get
After
over it.
you're set.
Yeah. I just
There she
probably.
is.
Ash in the building.
Let's
Well, we're
brag
looking
it.
at you, baby.
Right, that's what I'm
Hey.
Why you got pink lemonade?
This is for me, man.
That's for you. You drink that whole thing.
Last time I was up here, I was
How you doing?
thirsty. What's up, Adam?
Going on.
What's up?
What up, Ash?
So the people who do not know, this right here is Ash Bash,
The rapper.
the
big one.
rapper.
Damn, this shit don't got no button at the bottom.
Rapper.
Oh, we got a button. Where is it? Can you hit
It
the
ain't
button
no,
on
it
her
ain't no
booty?
button. What you gotta say, Rick?
Don't give me that.
No, because
Make that ass
like you
drop.
made sure
Yeah.
you made sure that you said the rapper at the end.
Oh yeah, I gotta say because he always put me on
With
here.
Dakotas?
Nah.
Oh, I
He never
thought-
put me with that.
yeah.
He always put Ash Bash and like you put,
yeah.
every time I type up Ash Bash on YouTube anyway, all my shit pop up anyway. But that's my Instagram name, so I want them to find me.
Start doing that.
What? No, you said
No, I was asking a question. I really was ending your sentence before you, and then it was the wrong sentence.
Oh yeah, because I don't know what the fuck you talking about.
Yeah, no. I was.
But I want to let you know, Ash Bash, the rapper, that this right here, this is a place, this is a holistic environment. This is a place in which men treat women with the utmost respect. This isn't like with Munchie B, where he's making jokes about
Munchie B
your
don't-
top game and will you do
nigga,
OnlyFans
look,
with
now you trying to be
Adam.
funny. Adam, you trying to be funny right now. That nigga is never gonna crack jokes for me. You feel me? Adam, you sounded like you was trying to see what's going on because you was asking and all that.
Oh
you feel me?
shit!
So
Yeah,
don't do
he
that.
starts
No.
asking her
Man,
about
I
giving
think
me
y'all-
top. She said snot was going to be coming out of her nose.
No, I said,
That's a
nigga,
description.
No, shut the fuck up. He's lying. For one,
said that.
No, for one, we can run it back. For one, he said, he asked me would I ever do porn. I said no, I don't want
Munchie
to.
said
No,
that.
yeah, one of y'all. And I
It was a
said,
pretty significant significant
You're not about
difference.
to have me on here with snot coming out my nose and shit because ain't porn. I'd be doing all that. And he said, oh, that's a good sight. Maybe she should. You feel me? Yeah, so
but
don't do
the
that.
fact that we even know
And I looked on the comments
that
when I was on my way
that
here.
Dome could be like that.
No, I on the porn sites.
That
Like,
hawk toi.
He said,
Oh, the Hawkswalk.
yeah, that shit. I don't be doing porn shit. Like he just you a frisky.
you
He
know,
frisky. Like you
he's-
frisky.
he's
But
a
don't come up
super-
over
I'm
here. trying to-
zesty.
Super zest.
Yeah, you zesty.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
you freaky.
Yeah. I mean, ain't nothing wrong with a loogie or two, though, Bash.
Yeah.
Nah, what you mean loogie? For one, that's crazy as fuck.
I'm saying.
Loogie is crazy.
That's crazy. Like it's all type of shit out here for a female that don't even have to do all that. They just doing that to make it look like something. Like in reality, ain't nobody sucking dick, blowing something out unless that bitch is sick and she just trying to do it just to get out her nose and just trying to use it for that.
So you
excuse.
know what the top demons do. You just don't want to take part.
Nah, I don't be watching porn. I don't give a fuck.
You just said that you have porn memberships.
No, I did not. I said y'all going red too. When did I ever tell you this, Adam? Don't get up. I just got here. Don't
What
get up
about
on here
Bluetooth?
lying and all that. Don't get up on
Yeah,
here
you've been here
lying.
for 5 seconds and all of a sudden we talking about some sloppy top. What the fuck? I was trying to assure you that in this environment, we will be respectful
Oh yeah,
of...
y'all can be respectful, like for sure. I'm not
Yeah.
worried about it. I got tough skin. I ain't worried about it.
Okay, yeah, we want you to know that this is a
He
safe
the one
place.
he the one that's gonna be stirring up
Listen,
shit.
you don't have to throw it back while you're on here. You don't have to have inappropriate conversations about your back shot wind or anything else that it may have occurred on this podcast over the last couple of years. We are respectful
I say something?
gentlemen.
I don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah,
Anyway,
that's
so what
how
we
we
looking
end
at? It look like y'all pulled up some shit right here. What we doing?
He pulled up on you.
We just ended up.
Y'all pulled up on right now.
We just finished telling the story about me and T-Rail's confrontation on Friday at the awards show.
Oh, what happened? Y'all seen each other?
There's nothing that exciting. It was just kind of
Would
chatting.
you call that a confrontation?
I think I called
Oh,
it
you
that
let
in
T-Rail
the
press
title.
you?
Like, but is that like?
What happened, Adam? T-Rail's press you or what happened? How did this happen?
I ducked the fade.
Take a quick.
Oh, you ducked the fade.
You know, we had a quick convo. That was about it. Anyway,
What was the combo?
you weren't here, so you're gonna have to watch the clip.
T-Rail basically walked up to him and was like, hey, like, I ain't gonna do nothing now, but if I see you later, it's on your, I'm on your ass. Then Adam's
Then he
like,
left
yeah,
early.
that ain't cracking. If I think that would go different than you think. Then he was like, and then T-Rail was like, oh, you know, you glad to see me. And
Like
Adam's
with
like,
your ex, when you walk up on your ex.
I know you
Oh,
happy
like
to
you
see
haven't seen
that.
somebody in a long time?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it was that kind of energy. Yeah.
I definitely
I
say
didn't want to
that.
say it, but now you want to revisit it. It was-
I definitely say that to individuals who hell have more fury than you feel me like the women's corner of my past is always I know you juiced to see me bitch what's
you know what
Adam.
we skipped over that I was
Why are you
interested-
smoking a whole ass cigarette up in here?
Oh, you about to get a lot of that. You at the casino.
Yeah, that's kind of what we do here.
It
We
is
just-
not Vegas.
we
Like,
get fucked up. We pop Molly. We fucking smoke
yeah,
cigarettes.
like
Shirtless.
y'all going it up.
Shirtless.
Y'all gonna be on TV doing that commercial with that
Shove a
hole
perk
in
up
y'all
my
throat.
ass.
With that, you think a perk up your jerk? That's crazy.
But you want some?
You just made eye contact with me and made me feel uncomfortable.
Look, what happened with Icon? Because we talked about
Okay,
it, but
yeah,
we
we
didn't
never
talk about
delved
it.
Right, we talked about
Yeah.
that a little bit, but basically, Icon made a statement that he felt like there needed to be basically a DEI officer on stage at the Kendrick Lamar concert to basically
DNI.
diversify it and to have some more Latino representation, maybe a trans person. Where were the white boys? We don't know. Myself personally, I was working hard to get Gracie Jane up on that stage. It didn't happen.
Yo, you gotta chill.
Oh no, that's my homegirl. It's cool.
I'm saying, but why that stage?
Because we need diversity. This is what Icon is
Sounded
putting
like
down.
a 69 guy.
We need diversity at all gang meetups / rap
I
concerts
think
in
he
Los
was
Angeles.
just talking about the Raza. I get what you said.
Yeah, no, 100. He specifically said we need more Mexican.
I'm taking it to the next level.
But okay,
I didn't see anybody from
And
Honduras up there.
you gotta
We
walk.
talking about the Kendrick.
Yeah,
Y'all had old boy up there. What's his
Oh,
name?
Jeezy.
And you know what's so crazy
yeah.
to
We
me?
only had one representative.
Yeah, but you wanna know what's
Y'all
so
had none of us are Mexican for the record.
that's fine, but y'all like look, let me tell you something.
She's speaking to the
Yeah, into that. I'm not talking
commentators.
about to y'all. Like you know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is that it was crazy that he performed, right? that was good that he performed. But it was on Juneteenth, and he was saying a whole lot of nigga on Juneteenth.
He grew up with a.
Okay, that's cool, but I'm saying they was in the comments going up about it. I seen a lot of people on Instagram talking about it, so it was kind of funny to me, but it was like, oh, okay, it's Juneteenth, I get it. But there was a lot of people who was tripping off that. They were tripping that he performed.
If Kendrick had asked, Jay-Z, please don't use the N-word, I feel like he would have obliged, but also I feel like that is almost not an option for him. That's just how he talks, right?
Music. It's already his music.
He performed Geek League. It's like all through the song. I was wondering if someone was going to bring that up.
No, they was all on Instagram. People was like reposting his and like, oh, it's Juneteenth and he's saying nigga. But at the same time,
he be with all niggas.
Yeah, he be with,
like he programmed like a nigga more than anything.
The thing is this, like,
but yeah, he can't do that on Juneteenth.
No, I think he was going up on
the fact that it was Juneteenth, you know what I mean? It's a celebration for Kendrick and not only just black people, but his people specifically who he rock with. Like you said, is like the whatever cliques he's cool with, whatever people he's cool with, whatever individuals, those are the artists. Because there's another 20 or 30 rappers from LA, black rappers, I'm saying, that could have been invited and easily had a spot on that stage that weren't there as well.
But that thing, his concert was kind of last minute too, though.
It was last minute.
Like,
that's what I say. It was more
last
weeks and weeks.
You have to
no, well,
I
seen it on Instagram. Shit, 2 days before the event. If I would have knew the event was about to pop in and all that, I would have found my ass on that stage too.
Yeah, I would have been. I wanted to see my boy Geechee Gotti on that stage. You feel me?
That was
like
dope.
Loose
Shout
Cannon?
out to Geechee. You feel me? The battle rapper. You a battle rapper too.
Where was Loose Cannon? Loose Cannon should have been up there, right?
Man.
Loose Cannon will be. He about to get this suit, this lawsuit work.
You're gonna sue him?
Man, how many people you think I'm finna let record me when I talk?
Oh.
And I didn't say that they could release the conversation.
that is against the law in the state of California.
You only know about that conversation being recorded because of me, right?
Yeah. No, because I just seen that shit the other day.
Wait, they posted it somewhere?
Nah, it was on your show.
It was.
Oh, whack. He played a little clip.
Yeah. But me talking about Big U is crazy. To Loose Cannon is crazy.
You're saying that didn't happen?
Man, come on. What the fuck I'm gonna tell? I know you heard me say, hey, if you recording this ain't gangster. What I'm gonna go get to talking? I know he recording. He talking about who recording? Goofy. Your ass is sued. Call me a snitch. Nigga.
That's crazy.
Just tell me the square footage of the house out there. I need to go, you know what I'm saying, get my renovation
I
plans
would have
up
liked
there.
to see Snoopy Badass up there as well.
I mean, that's what I'm saying.
Hey, bro.
They playing too.
Oh,
Look,
you know him, right?
He really playing. He is
Sorry.
funny because we was talking about artists. You feel me? That should have been on the
How is
thing.
he not an
I never
artist?
want to say it. Look, I'm not
But
about to make no jumper about Poopy Badass at all. If that's what you're trying to do.
I would have been hella tripping.
Yeah.
If I was her. And
Who?
I said it was in Inglewood. They would have had to get with the program.
Yeah, they would have got. If Poopy Badass is up there, yeah. Like, but nah, I'm not really tripping. You feel me?
No. I'm saying if he was there before y'all was there is what I'm saying.
Oh no, that wasn't gonna work anyway.
Yeah.
The thing is also.
Hey, Adam is funny. Like he
Thank you.
Like you funny. Like you made me chuckle a little bit when you said that. That was real funny.
I think that they like the thing is like people are just excited because right now is the closest time in history where Mexican rappers are appreciated outside of that demographic.
Yeah, Ben was appreciated though.
So yeah, but I feel like right now is like the most motion Fools have had for a fat minute. So I think that's what Icon was referring to. I think that I disagree with him. I don't think that Kendrick was under any obligation to put anyone on that stage whatsoever, regardless of race. It would have been cool. You feel me? RJ was already there. Lefty could have then lost my best friend with him. You feel me? They could have worked another.
I think he's gonna do another big one. I more so think that he was more so trying to put his section on as well.
Yeah.
You feel me? And as he should. Like,
But
you know what I'm saying?
Talk about black and Mexicans. You got to walk before you crawl. We don't even get along with each other. Nigga, how is we gonna bring somebody else on stage? That's a whole nother demographic. And if it go up, it's really gonna go up.
For sure.
No, but at the same time, what I just found out, it was different sets though. It was different sets. Like DJ Head, DJ Mustard,
Yeah, but
and so
all
they
the crosses-
so I think they choose who they wanted to perform.
There could have
at.
easily
for
been
sure.
more Mexicans
I don't think
on
Kendrick
stage.
was
it
the
wouldn't
person that was putting that together. But
it wouldn't
his
have
people.
had to be Kendrick initiating it, because I don't think he invited like a large percent. The majority of the performers were like the openers, the opening DJs who put together who was performing.
Yeah, who never go perform. The DJs went up and said, this is who I pick out of
Yeah, that's
this
what it
is who I
was.
pick
Yeah,
out of
that's
that.
what it was. It
Y'all
wasn't
wanted to get
Kendrick.
along today. Everybody go get along today. Come on, we pop it up, Kendrick. We show unity. All right, cool. Because it's like if he did want to get at, my whole thing was the Nipsey tribute, and you know how we gonna take everything to heart when it comes to our section, but at the end of the day,
That was dope, though.
That did look- it was beautiful.
No, it was cool,
Yeah.
but why you didn't invite at least the All Money boys out? Like, you get what I'm saying? Like a couple
Wow,
of,
crack my back.
I don't know. He probably extended his hand to Sam. If he did,
I'm sure Twan was there. I'm sure
But
Twan
that's
was
what
there.
I'm
He was
saying.
there,
Like,
'cause I
what
seen him on
that's what I'm like.
Instagram.
They
He
should have
was
made
there.
sure that Kabi, Hoggy, all. You know what I'm saying? Like, just.
I don't think he was in charge of picking the
Yeah, he
artist.
didn't have to though. That's what I'm saying. It's all up to him. That's why I'm like, it
I don't
really
think he
don't
picked.
matter.
I didn't think he picked the artist at all. You feel me? Because my manager and them was from over there, so I don't. You feel me? I think he put that in DJ Mustard and DJ Head and all them hands, and they did that, and he just worried about his people and to perform on his thing. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but
I mean,
it was gonna be a whole lot of mixing.
A lot of people had a lot of reactions to it. I mean, the game had a reaction to it. Greedo, we already established last time was out of town, or
No, he said he was out of town.
Yes, or was unavailable.
Yeah, he was unavailable.
Didn't he
He's
make you guys
unavailable.
delete the part where he said where he was at?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Some shit. He's unavailable.
No, I mean, I'm
yeah.
looking at his Twitter today, and there's like pictures of him where he was at. So I don't know. The secret is not that well kept. He's talking about it on Twitter.
You talking about what?
That's all I'm saying. It's funny when someone asks us to edit the podcast, and then you look at their Twitter and you're like, "Oh, this is the
like
exact."
I was gonna tell him myself.
I don't know.
But and then there was
You should have just went to observe, my boy.
other people had a reaction like ASM Bobster. His reaction. He essentially said like
It was on LA Hill Media.
yeah.
You see what I said? I said the same shit.
Yeah, he said essentially like if you're a neighborhood crib or
From Rolling.
yeah, or from Rolling, I don't respect you being a part of this. It
But
don't make
people don't
sense.
understand
It's
with
like,
the
I didn't
music
say
thing.
That. I didn't say
No, that's what he said. That's what he had said.
Yeah. 'Cause I said.
I
the
think,
same
but
thing.
people don't understand what the music thing is. That's the reason why Atlanta and down south is booming, because
They unify.
They come together type shit. Out here it's more so like more politics. So that's why LA really ain't getting looked at and really ain't. For instance, like you feel me, people was talking about the XXL
Yep.
magazine. Like
Yep.
you gotta understand, like it's not unity out here. Like you know what I'm saying. So it's like out of town, Atlanta, and all the other
You should
stuff.
have been out there.
He should have, and the main reason why is the reason why I feel like 310 Baby out of anybody.
No, because he went platinum. Yeah.
Exactly,
Well, okay.
because the metric that they use is radio play. Like the lady,
Yeah.
I forget
Come
the
on,
one
Vanessa.
who's
I'm seeing
been running
niggas
it.
way across
Yeah, all
the
the
world
basketball
hit
courts,
that.
all
Come
that.
on,
Oh yeah,
bro.
he pulled
All
up
right,
that.
yeah, all right. So this is going around.
Bop, 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 bop,
ASM Bobster and others criticize Keyway rappers who jumped on stage with Kendrick Lamar. I could never.
B.
Just say B. Spell it regular. I can never be. Let me spell it for him.
Yeah, go ahead.
No,
You
I'm
do it.
actually
about to
kind of
say-
lost
You
on
know
this.
because it's disrespectful.
Yeah.
So I don't
read
wanna
that.
say wrong
You
shit.
read
Go
that.
ahead.
Because
I
he
can never
gonna.
because dead homies hanging.
Hold on, don't even say it because you might disrespect them. Just let.
No, it say you can never be cause I can never be cause dead homies hanging with hoods that say fuck your hood and dead homies for some money is outrageous. Dead homies. Okay, so
And then, wait, hold
On
on.
it, head up.
You a
He
rolling. Hold on, we're still reading this. You are rolling or neighborhood crib, and you performing at Kendrick Lamar concert tonight. Yo, gang
Banging
banging
career
career
will
will never get no respect from me. Dead
Okay.
homies. And then there's one more where he says, N-words got to chill with the unity. Well, this is someone else. Got to
This
chill with
ain't
the
it,
unity
this
shit. It was 4 Crips on stage and 73 Bloods.
and matter of fact, it wasn't 73 Bloods on there. It was a good amount of the same people on there, and this how I feel when you. This the problem with LA now, and this is the reason why I'm not even adding. I'm adding me too, but this is the problem with LA is to the point that we ain't gonna get no bigger because it's like you feel me,
Yeah.
like. how is everybody going? You feel me? Look, this how I feel.
We holla before. Everybody
Like,
got to
the
come to the
person-
table
the
before the
person-
concert.
no,
You
it's
can't
not
be
even
the
that.
liquor and all that while we
The
all
person
right
that
there.
I
Like, this
personally
finna get
feel like
nasty.
that's like
Yeah,
a
don't
crip that's like really, really trying to do it up is Zoe. And the reason I feel like
Yeah.
that, cause
And he was there.
yeah, he was there, and he appreciate that shit.
Yeah,
Like I
yeah.
already know Zoe, like you know what I'm saying, and he appreciate that shit. So I feel like he will be a person that's, you feel me. And I seen him make comments before when he be like, "This is my bag. I'm doing this for my family.
sure.
Like if y'all feel some type of way that I'm working, this is my career,
That's
and
why
that's how
me
it's
and
supposed
him
to
so
be. You
close.
feel me? It's either people gonna accept it or they not, and sometimes it be hate, or sometimes people really be feeling like that. But at the same time, ain't nobody bigger than the program. So it's like, you feel me? Like y'all can't feel no type of way that people was out here trying to get their bread.
But this is the exact dynamic that's always going to happen when you have anyone trying to institute any level of unity. And we're kind of seeing this with the J-Mane and Dirk phone call, is that like you could have a nice kumbaya moment between two people that are doing well for themselves like J-Mane and Dirk, but then you're still going to have an Aunt Glizzy or whoever coming through and interjecting and basically saying, y'all pussy. Like people who are more involved with the street shit and everything,
They
who are
gave
going to
me
basically
hell.
take issue with it
They
because
gave me
they're
hell.
more in the trenches, right?
Yeah, they gave me hell for doing the story about
I
that.
don't know. It's just crazy how it is.
It's, you can't come to Chirac, your ass on the platter.
Right.
Man, I
And
just,
the thing that's so cold is this for the West Coast or LA? Because ultimately,
No, I think it's the West Coast, but it's just weird to me how they be politicking. Y'all be in jail like with y'all enemies, like really.
Yeah,
Like y'all eat with them, work out
All
with
type
them.
of shit.
Oh, this my bro. This
Get
and
back
that, and
on
y'all
that
get out
snake
here,
shit.
and that shit is weird to me.
Yeah, that's
but
snake
it's
shit.
like with the music shit, I be seeing everybody, and this what people gotta understand. Like if you really a member, like you gotta understand, you gonna be in the room with some Crips. You gonna be with some Bloods. Like everybody do music, and if you really pushing that bag to really get to where you going, you're gonna have to be around your enemies. That's just that, and you're gonna have to be around
real.
level-headed people. You're gonna have to come with homies that's know this is business, and we not here to crash out. Like you know what I'm saying? Like, and I just feel like a lot of people be around people that don't have that mindset, and people care about what people say to the point that they'll put themselves in a position where they're not gonna level up because they so worried about these motherfuckers, and now y'all letting the next person pass y'all up. And I feel like that's what LA is really
But
doing.
are you at the level of maturity that you could have been there, perform whatever, and not?
You was a rapper?
yeah.
I'm not even laughing because I'm trying to get what he's saying. You was confused?
I'm just asking him, like, if he was happy
He
to
said
be
yes.
there,
I started LA drill rap.
would you be on the ASM Bobster press list as somebody who's being a little too friendly, or do you think?
I don't
It's
think
not about
if
being
he showed
friendly.
up,
It's like you
I
come in
would've
to do your music shit, then you leaving. Like
It
friendly is
depends
like
on how
really
they
like
reach
you
out.
know.
If they reach out and they like, yeah, everybody gonna come together, we probably would have had to plot up the day before, like, yeah, everybody, there's somebody gonna come to the table today, bop, bop, bop. Y'all know what to tell the homies before we even get to where we going tomorrow. Don't bring no homies that's on no bunk.
No, that's
You
how
get
it's
what I'm
supposed to be.
saying?
You
Like, you
supposed to
gotta
bring
weed
people
out
that's
the,
on,
you know what I mean?
on
Yeah.
business.
You get what I'm saying? You gotta weed out the people that you know gonna act different when the alcohol and the drugs kick in. You gotta leave them at home because alcohol and peace.
Yeah.
they
be
don't-
selective with your entourage.
Yeah, no,
Period.
yeah. I mean, we know how to do it though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A couple days ahead of time, everybody, you know,
No, you
and
just
it would
know
have been
who
good.
the level-headed homies is, and you know
Yeah.
who the people that like everybody had them.
You
Everybody
can't
I
come
feel
with-
like you may not be the level-headed homie. Traditionally,
and
you
that-
haven't always been the level-headed homie, right?
Right there, yeah, right there. I probably wouldn't have did that.
Okay.
I don't know. You
It
know?
would have been like Adam and
say-
T-Rell at a dinner party.
So you saying you would have been extra out?
No. It's just like
I feel like you
said,
level-headed.
No, I'm level-headed. What I'm saying is, it's certain people, certain situations where it's like, you know, it's still like if you do, if you do, if you don't, you don't.
It depends on who you ran into, essentially, is what you're saying.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? And it's like, you know,
So I have a question. Do you look at her as an op?
she looked at me as a.
I didn't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and vice versa. I'd like to hear your
Yeah.
opinion
No,
on that as
I
well.
look at. I'm always
we
look at you like when you
we
are. You is
ops.
out.
We
You is
is.
out. You feel me? And I might hear
Yeah,
some
yeah.
politics about it, but at the same
Yeah.
time, I'm broadcasting. You
Yeah,
feel me?
nah.
So that's
We
just
definitely-
that. Adam hit
But
me up
we-
and I Adam. You feel me? I'm like, who gonna be there? And you feel
I
me?
said Bricc Baby and Lush, and she said, "Who is Lush?"
No.
So I hate to do that to you, but that is what she
I
said.
didn't know exactly who until I clicked on your page and I think it's a battle rap. I think you battle like this girl I know. Well, she my best friend. Her name. She shoot videos now. Her name's Shot by Rob.
She 80.
Wait,
You battle girls?
She
Are
80.
you talking?
She a stud.
Charisma?
You battle
Back in the day, her
studs?
name was Charisma.
Okay,
Yeah.
Lil Reese.
Charisma was hard.
Yeah,
fool.
she shoot
It was
videos. She shoot
hard.
my videos.
That's my
yeah,
partner right there.
Yeah.
How many times have you battled women?
This happened. You
No, they hard though. They be
Yeah.
doing their shit. They become harder than they
That's
do.
what I
Hey,
said.
no,
That's what I'm
yeah.
about to say. She probably ate you. It won.
I ain't going front, fool. I did my stuff assist in that one. Like
Yeah.
I did my stuff assist.
Nah, it's stuffer.
Yeah, I
Them
did.
cooler.
All of
Snuffleupagus?
it.
Yeah, I already had done my research and stuff like that, but like
No, that,
and then you broadcast with my homie and all that
So
stuff.
if Lush tries to violate you, then you already know what you're
Why
going to
gotta
say.
why
Well,
you
violate me as what? Like talking?
Yeah.
I ain't trying
I
to
ain't tripping
violate-
off. I ain't tripping off. Lush the homie. He over there drinking the Modelo and all
Me
that.
chilling, fool. I got
You
my
feel me?
Modelo.
He stays with
Me?
Modelo.
Yeah, y'all smoking cigarettes
We
and
should
shit.
be
Y'all on
playing
some grandpa
pass the bar
shit.
around
So
right
wait.
now. You know how we usually pass the
You've
bar.
been gangbanging all these years, and you're uncomfortable around a bunch of people smoking cigarettes?
I'm not uncomfortable. First off, a formal, like, you feel me? You trying to be too funny. First off, a formal. Anybody I be around don't smoke cigarettes. Cigarettes is like dusty, low key. Not saying you
It
dusty,
is.
but
It
I'm
is.
saying
It is.
Oh,
it's
you a pompous
no,
gang
it's
member.
not even that. Like I be around like
That's
people
some
that
he-
like
that's some
smoke
Hessian
weed
shit.
and like
Yeah, that's
you feel me
Hessian
be on
shit.
player shit. Like nigga, I don't be outside in the gutter with my shoes off, running outside and all that, yelling out west side and doing all that. I don't do none of that. What are you talking about?
But listen,
No, but I'm just
but
saying
listen,
because I don't be
and
trying to
some
like
people wear-
these
in they
people, but
world-
like you feel me, females that smoke cigarette, I don't even like that. If you my homegirl, you smoke cigarettes, then that's what you do. You feel
And
me?
then-
But I'm looking at
but
you tricky.
all
Like
the rich
what is you
people-
doing that?
All the rich races are cigarettes.
I mean, yeah, you probably because he be up all night, he drink coffee and all that, and then he up slash porn star, like you feel me?
I'm not up all
smoke
night. I get a lot
Whatever.
of sleep.
I've been looking on Plug Talk. You do a lot of escorting out that
crazy.
motherfucker. So,
Escorting?
like walking
How
them
dare
out
you.
and all that. You out here selling at them?
Just put me to the fire and brimstone right here. Look at that.
That's what I'm saying. Adam out here getting money. OnlyFans. That is selling, really.
Adam Tate.
I was just checking myself out on the Plug Talk Twitter, man. It was a nice gif of me inserting myself. I was like, damn, look at that. I need more gifs.
You need more gifs.
I don't even know how to save them to my
was
phone.
seeing our
You need more
boy
gifs, bro.
was seeing our boy Comparator as like
Yo, he fat.
yeah as thick as he
Compa
is.
fat. What the fuck? When did that happen? Has he just been blowing up the past few weeks?
He's probably
Months.
depressed.
Months he gonna
put
get
him
right.
in a depression.
Yeah,
State of
yeah,
depression.
That don't mean you get depressed. You just start eating, gaining weight.
You know people do that.
Well, I saw a clip of
That's
him
only if
and
they're not
Stop
sleeping.
doing drugs too.
him and Sharp were having a conversation where like Compa seemed kind of down in the dumps, saying like I tried and I failed. I'm gonna be honest with you, yeah, like based on his performance on the podcast the other day, I think he needs to worry less about being on podcasts and more about taking care of his health.
And I think that's like that's the message that I try to convey to him when we talk. Like, bro, like this shit gonna be here. You know what I mean? Like get right. You know, get to where you want to be, to where you feel comfortable, and it's not causing you this much.
I asked him what type of YouTube content was he trying to further himself in anyway? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what are you doing it for? To promote your business? Or are you doing it like, what, you know what I mean? You got to figure out what you even in it for. You want to do the news?
What are you doing?
Man, Adam, stop playing with me.
Oh, you ready
I'm
to
listening.
Go to that? You ready to go there?
You off a jigga?
Nah, I just be moving up and down. I just, you feel me?
What?
Moving up. You see what I'm doing? I'm sliding up and
You
sliding down.
make it Adam. You know he's a,
Oh, he tricky.
yeah.
I mean, it's like she's riding an invisible, you know what?
He a little
You're
horn
to
dog.
me.
Hey,
She's riding an
when Kendrick
invisible
made that
urinal.
part of the song when he was like, you freaky ass nigga, you a 69 guy. He was talking about you.
I love 69. And
You're a 22 god.
69 is
69 guy.
69 is what it's all
How
about.
do you feel about men that let females eat their ass?
I don't know. Look, I
Why
told
she
you
look
my
at
other
me, right?
no. I'm laughing. Why are you doing all that? Because we had a conversation about this. I think the last episode. I said I don't like men that eat ass. Like, you feel me? I just feel like that's what's the point of you at my ass? It's not.
You're traumatized.
It's not. No, it's not getting me no type of. You just spitting on my
saying,
ass.
You can't
Female
enjoy
eat
a
ass.
tongue on your asshole, you're traumatized.
I thought they talking about a nigga eating that. I'm gonna say I don't want you spitting on my ass. A female
What if-
eating ass. You got to be a frisky ass bitch. Honestly, like I don't know. Like I never had nothing come across my mind to just
How
do
would
some
you
shit
feel
like that.
if a man told you?
Oh, then you frisky as fuck. You gotta go. You want somebody else doing it.
You gotta
I mean,
go. But
because-
would you
Like-
still look at him like a gangster when he left?
if you've been in jail, if I knew that you've been in jail a lot and you want me to eat your ass, bro, you're frisky as fuck, bro. You like something's wrong.
So would you look at him as a gangster still?
No, I look at you as a little,
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's cool. Like you feel me? If that's what you are, and that's what I hate about people. I don't have no problem with gays or anybody.
You want to know who's frisky? She the one out here. She said she pegged a
I
famous
never
LA
said that.
rapper.
Why you know those?
She did say that.
I said
She said
somebody
Munchie
sent me
has a photo
video.
with them, with the person.
No, I did not say Munchie
Yes,
has
you did.
nothing.
You said Munchie has a photo.
Look,
That narrows it down a
No,
lot.
let me tell you something.
Because I don't know how many people Munchie got
Let me
photos with,
tell
but
you
it's probably
something.
not that many. It's
Look.
the list is narrowed
Look,
down.
let me tell you
Pegging
something.
shit.
Let me tell you something. Let me clear something in the air for one. Y'all gotta look at the episode when I was just on. So don't let Adam get on this show.
You
and just,
actually
like,
said that on the
No,
episode.
I said
Oh, we here. We listening,
LA
baby.
rapper sent me a video with him playing with his ass.
Yo.
And I told Munchie about it. How the fuck Munchie gonna see the picture of Munchie in the situation that he in? So what are you talking about?
He can still see shit.
No, he can't. Munchie cannot see anything.
He said he could still see a
He
little bit.
could see there
When he
was a
tell-
picture.
When he tell you that?
He said that he could see some shit. It might take a lot of work.
He ain't never told me
I
that.
feel like the lighting needs to be right. The phone needs to be at a certain angle. But he's saying he's seeing some shit.
He could distinguish like
Look,
darkness and light.
for what
seems
I know,
like it, right?
This
Yeah,
is
he
what I
finna
know.
do
But
that
what I'm
right
saying is, I said that it was a LA rapper. You feel me? That sent me a video of him playing with his ass. You feel me? And he sent me hush money, and that's what it was. Cause I went viral on Instagram when I was on live.
This
one day.
person weighed more than 200 pounds.
Wait, he said that. Wait, he played with his ass and sent you hush money, so he set himself up.
No, he
Like-
set himself up when we got into it.
She got her hands on the
How
video.
did you get a video of him playing with his ass? Why was that?
He
a
said it
video
to
that
her.
was
He tried
sent
to
you?
entice her into some fucking.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
did you
like
say it to her.
hey,
Playing with your asshole. This is a female. Like, what are you saying to her?
Maybe he thought that she'd be into that.
Like, what? How?
I'm definitely not looking at her like she might be into that. I'm looking at her like she would
I'm
judge
just
me
saying,
harshly
though,
for that.
Like,
he put the chocolate starfish on
Like-
the fishing rod and threw it out. You
like
feel me?
I'm
See if
putting
he
shit
caught
in my ass. She don't got nothing to put in her ass, your ass, but her fist.
Wait, you do that too?
I don't do none of that freaky ass shit.
You're a fister?
I never been around no nigga that let me even touch their ass. If
Uncle West Side.
Like, you feel me?
Uncle
Like
Fat-
any
Uncle
nigga
West
I
Side.
play
That's
with
what
like
I'm
that,
saying.
you feel me? Not like that, you feel me? I can't even get mad off your reaction if you.
He likes
like,
getting his deck swabbed.
What?
What's that?
Swab the deck. You never heard like a pirate say that?
Swab the deck.
What is that?
It's where you like
I-
wash the deck of the boat.
That's some real white boy
What the fuck
shit.
is that?
I assume he's
So,
referring.
I mean, that's like licking your ass?
Yeah.
He's
right.
insinuating-
You never got your ass licked ever.
Ever.
I don't know.
I
about-
don't. You is tricky.
You're a strong man.
all the ecstasy
Adam
you
got your ass
taking.
licked.
never had
You
nobody
tricky as fuck.
tried
Any
to
man that
even
gets
do
their
that,
ass
though.
licked is tricky as fuck. Like
I
It
tricky.
gets tricky.
No,
It gets
it's just tricky
It gets
because
tricky, yeah.
you, but because I don't understand, it's no hormones right there. So if you just getting your ass licked, what is she thinking
There's
about?
no
In your-
hormones.
in your- it's
Hormones,
like you can't
No,
get
she
horny.
means she means
All
nerves.
your nerves are in
Yeah.
your ass.
Yeah, but you,
Just
that's a
for the
tickle.
record.
That's a
Yeah,
tickle though.
Just
so
for
what
the
fuck?
record, all your nerves lead back to your asshole, damn near.
And that's what I said.
lot of it.
And you sat here and looked at me like I was dumb.
No, you said there's a nerve in your ass.
It is a
There's
nerve in your ass.
You
You
kept
get
saying
fucked
that.
in your ass.
There's
just
definitely
it's a
nerve endings in your ass.
Yeah, but she said there's one
1000%.
nerve.
No, I just say it was one nerve. I said it's a nerve in your ass. So pretty much, so you get hit in your ass, nigga, you get in the fucking shit bag, and that's just that. That's what happens.
Wow.
But he like that type of shit.
What if the nerve go out?
Yeah, because you hit the wrong. Yeah, that's how people get paralyzed and all that shit. You
But
hit
there's
the wrong
also
thing.
like the
You
whole.
get paralyzed from getting your ass eaten?
No, I'm saying that's how people be getting paralyzed. The bullet hit your back and you hit the wrong.
no,
Yeah,
no,
you
no.
hit a
Yeah.
bad nerve. So
Yeah, yeah.
the same with your ass.
Yeah, I got shot.
But here's the thing. I think it's like the mental thing of like, yeah, this bitch licked my ass. Like there's something like arousing about that.
Yeah.
Like
I wouldn't even
like,
get- I wouldn't even
fucking,
feel that's how
this
way
bitch is
Adel say.
completely mine now. Like her tongue's
There's something about seeing the girl like
around my
crane
ass,
her
below
neck.
my balls.
What do you mean?
There's something about seeing them
Yeah,
crane their neck to
what do
eat
you
more
mean?
of your ass. Like when you see them like and they're doing it and then they're like going for it more. That's the moment where additional blood rushes into my penis.
And so what are you doing? Like the rusty trombone thing? Like
I mean, there's the girl we shot with the other day, the one that we did the chest waxing scene
Yeah.
with. She was eating my ass, and then I like looked down, and she's like really going out of her way to get deeper in there. I'm like, holy shit, you was a real hoe.
yeah.
England,
fucks with
they
this.
don't give a fuck,
I
huh?
fucks with this. Hey, the sad part about
That's
it.
them being
this-
great at
So
their
is she
job.
penetrating with her tongue though.
you know, how deep could you really get? If you get a centimeter, that's deep, right? You know.
Yeah, that's good.
I had a lot of hemorrhoids in my day too, so my ass doesn't really have the structural integrity it used to have.
Hey, that's just nasty as fuck.
You ever had a hemorrhoid?
Not even when I was pregnant. You know,
Shit,
people
we gonna get you
pregnant
one.
No, I don't play those type of games. This the day I'll slap the fuck out of somebody if they ever play with me. If
If they give you a hemorrhoid or what?
no, if you ever play with me, period, then you're not gonna be by my ass to even get that. So it's like
That's why
dick don't belong there.
I'm so
I don't
afraid of
understand what's
hemorrhoids
going
in
on with
jail.
this conversation.
I stand up all day. Like, I sit down for like 30 minutes at a time. Because it's all metal and shit. And they be like, if you sit there all day, some people can.
Yeah, why is that?
You're susceptible.
Yeah, if you sit on straight metal all day, I guess. But like when you sitting there, your ass go numb on that metal. Like if you sit there for too long, it's like this got to be what they talking about. Like
Yeah.
too much of this.
My first ever hemorrhoid was from me. My first hemorrhoid was fully because I was sitting on the ground and when it was cold, like in the subway station,
Somebody
like
in
in
the
New
comments
York.
said, "I don't even get them Diddy vibes."
No. No,
Diddy.
Oh, there's a lot of Diddy comments going through. Yeah.
But
Yeah,
all
so you
Diddy
giving them
vibes
Diddy
was
vibes.
consensual though. I don't think Diddy raped nothing.
That we know of.
Well,
I
We don't
think
know
he
anything,
raped
so we
nothing.
can't really speak
I
on
don't
him.
think he raped nothing. Anything that he did with a male or female, they wanted to do. They came to the freak off. It's called a freak off. What are you here for if you're not a freak?
The beatdown thing is kind of all.
He
biz
probably
ad,
paid
though.
them.
All right, that I'm talking about as far as the sexual shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, him
There's been no
abusing
evidence.
Him domestic violence. If that's what he gonna fight, then he could get charged for that. That was domestic violence. Like that shit.
That's fucked up. You never
tell
like.
you.
He probably was going through something. And it's like it's not okay. You
No,
feel me?
she
The
stayed.
video. No, that's what I'm saying. So it was kind of weird because that video that I seen of her when she got hit by the elevator, like. I wish she just hanged out with like a couple of hood females because we would have ran down those stairs. I wouldn't have been at that elevator just patting that fucking,
listen.
hitting the fucking things for the elevator and this nigga
Puffy
running
would have
fast
had
as
your
fuck
ass
with,
killed
with
so
his shit
fast.
bouncing everywhere.
There's a reason why Puff was able to survive and thrive in this industry for so long,
'Cause
which is
he's
that
a
he would take a
super
bitch like
gangster.
you and get you gone.
Girl, I got hit and style. What? What are you talking about? You sound crazy. I don't stop playing.
Delivered to you in alcohol.
There's a
form. He
reason
said
why
that.
what
Cassie
you
didn't
talking
have any friends around.
Yeah, well, abusers.
He's a real
typically-
abuser.
Yeah,
he gonna make sure
abusers-
all your friends are long gone.
Yeah, that's like
R.
the number
Kelly
one
style.
thing that they'll do is isolate you from your people.
That's R.
Yeah.
Kelly.
He's not letting your loudmouth homegirl be around. No offense.
Yeah.
That's just not
I don't got no
happening.
lot of my
There's no
homegirls.
JT when it's young
I got
Miami.
homegirls that smack you. They're quiet.
Yeah, notice
but
how
that's
they
what
drifted
the-
apart.
JT
Diddy's not
can't
gonna
come
let them
around
be
when she-
around.
Yeah,
Oh, she be
JT
around,
can't come around with Miami. I doubt it. I mean, probably
They two
special
different people,
occasions.
but I don't think JT is like. She got different personalities from. What's her name?
Carisha.
Yeah, they got two different personalities. I think
But-
she's the loud one. JT's quiet, kind of like the
No,
quiet
but what
one.
I'm saying is, there ain't no friends around. I think that's where their relationship fell off. Like, damn, bitch, you just went to go be with Diddy. Like, you just left me out here. You know what I mean?
So
like,
you're
I'm
saying
with Uzi. Like,
the
we're
reverberations
not a
of
group.
Diddy's control over them has caused the breakup of the group, even though they broke up after Diddy already went away,
yeah.
or not went away, but stopped being
It's
with
still,
him.
but it probably was like, don't try to come back and be cool now. Like, I don't.
There was
because
already
they probably
murmurs.
was probably like, all right, it's time to work. And like, no, bitch, ain't no work.
There was
That's
murmurs
over
of them
with.
not like seeing eye to eye around that time, regardless.
She got a whole man with a purse.
Remo ran into her the other day.
He
and
frisky as fuck too.
She had words
That
for me.
Used
That's
to be
why I
little bro.
JT
I don't
did?
know if he switched over.
Remo tried to call
He
me.
probably bisexual.
One mic. Remo tried to call me, and while he was with her, and I guess she was talking shit, saying like, "Oh, that motherfucker Adam," rah, 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 rah," and I didn't pick up the phone, so I didn't get to actually hear what she had to say. But apparently, she was eager to do battle with me, which I really have no idea what I said about her. I probably said all kinds of shit about her over the years, but
Yeah.
I can't even remember the difference between the two.
I
of
feel
them.
like this has been a pretty pro City Girls platform for the most part.
I mean, definitely not from me. Or almost anybody that I can think of who's ever been on this podcast. Honestly, who has ever had anything positive to say about the City Girls on here?
I mean,
I
the
fuck
negative
with
is
City
positive.
Girls.
I fuck with them.
I fuck
They
with City
hot.
Girls.
No, I fuck with
yeah.
them
I think
too.
AD used to be glazing them on here quite a bit.
The only thing
I think JT,
You
her
don't like
delivering her
ratchet
rap
bitch
is
music.
like.
You don't like
Yeah,
Sexy
yeah.
Red for real?
I like Sexy Red.
All right,
Sexy
so
Red's fire.
they paved the way for that bullshit.
Honestly,
saying-
They
saying
started
Sexy
that
Red
rap.
bullshit?
No, hell no.
I never even really
I
listened to
fuck with
them
them,
like that.
so I fuck
don't
with
even-
Sexy Red. I fuck with females that know how to rap. That's dope to me.
Yeah.
If you don't got an ABCD
But-
flow and know how to
Okay,
hop
but
out
what
your
you
zone,
what, how
that's
do
super
so
dope
what do
to
you
me.
feel
Like,
what Sexy Red be saying when she be rapping? You feel like that's ABC, or you feel like she be gassing up?
well, she trying to sound like Gucci and Sosa and them, so we get it. I
And
used to
Soulja.
listen to this music, so I like it because she got that flow for a girl like we've never seen. She like really a female Gucci, man.
Okay.
She remind me for this era like Trina / Shauna.
She don't rap
you
shit
know what
like
I'm saying?
Trina.
Like yeah, like,
Okay.
She don't rap nothing like Trina.
She don't rap like that.
Oh,
for
you
sure.
saying the era?
Yeah.
Let's stir the pot a little bit. I seen on Twitter the statement, white people like Sexy Red because she fulfills every stereotype of blackness that white people secretly have burrowed away inside their brain. And when I read that, it really made me kind of take a look at myself and be like, fuck, is that why you like it?
But they've said that exact same statement about so many rappers over the years, particularly women, particularly like women that are like overtly sexual with their raps. So I'm not going to say that that's like a statement without merit.
But it's not
I
just
don't
that she's
think that's
overtly sexual. It's that fuck my baby daddy. It's like her. It's all this like really antisocial shit.
But
that's
how many
stuff that she
times-
does that not every other female rapper does.
Yeah, I was about to say, how many times do a nigga say fuck his baby mama in a rap?
Right, and we're
That's what I'm
perfectly
saying.
happy to accept
Yeah,
that. The thing is, we will accept like drug abuse, violent shit from Sexy Red, all this shit that typically we have not been eager to see women doing in the game.
Yeah.
She does all that shit, and we like it.
Yeah, Caribou go crazy.
What's the
too.
difference?
Yeah, Caribou hella hard.
But Caribou seems like she's got herself under control.
Yeah, she's not. She's a different character.
She's not a dope head. What do you mean? She was whooping Yachty's ass on live. What are you talking about?
She raps
How-
about.
Does she
Whooping her
rap
ass.
about lean? I don't even know.
Yeah,
She
she
raps
does.
about popping
She-
30s,
she-
lean.
she raps
all
about
sorts of
standard
shit,
now.
Adderall.
she raps about
No,
drugs.
she
a lot.
young.
No, she talk about geek and like, nigga, this is my third 30. Like,
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
then
shit.
calling
Yeah.
him a
I
bitch.
gotta listen
Like,
to her more then.
she's like, he calling her nigga a bitch because he only drunk an ounce and he was nodding
he's
out. Like,
yeah, he's
nigga,
green.
like,
He passed
yeah.
out.
Whoa,
Yeah.
me AF. That's definitely me right there. Yeah. Shit. She would have drunk me under the table on the
Yeah,
big sad pod.
For sure.
I feel,
For sure.
I feel
Life
like,
was changing for you in that pod. You
Oh
see
yeah.
it?
With the yerk in me and
People
drinking
gotta
lean.
slow down on that shit.
That was the best.
What you be doing?
I do perks. But I
Why?
slowed down though.
What it do for you? Make you
What it
sleepy?
do?
You
Nah,
paying to go to
that's
sleep?
the only thing. Nah, hell no, that don't make me sleepy.
No.
If the perks Zans make me sleepy. When I mix it with the Zan, that's when I be up here like, shouldn't have did this today. Shouldn't have did
You
this.
pop
today.
Red Bull is your
I don't do
friend.
nothing. I
You
drink
take-
water and juice.
You take a perk
I'm
with
not
Bricc, baby?
playing my heart.
Nah, I don't play them type of games. I don't play my life. I don't got a good heart, so I don't
She'll
play
take a
around.
perk with Bricc,
Nah, I would. I never take no perk with you. Nigga.
Alright, but
I don't.
not a
I don't.
perk.
I don't. I don't
We gonna-
smoke.
we
I
gonna
drink
take a
wine here
shot.
and there.
That's what I'm about to
You've
say.
never tried
No,
it.
You
I
take a
drunk
shot?
before, but I don't do pills. I have a bad heart. I
You
don't
didn't
play
take a
around.
shot.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
You have a
shit.
bad heart?
Yeah.
My bad.
Why?
Yeah.
What happened? Munchie broke it?
Nah, hell no. I don't. You funny. What the fuck you talk about?
Smack broke
Smack broke it.
Smack never broke
The
my heart.
logical next
He
it?
joke.
Broke it with his
Mean that?
pullback.
The logical next joke.
Oh my god.
Oh my
How
god,
do you
no.
know he got a pulley?
She told me.
I never once said that. You see how they be
Damn.
doing
Welcome
that?
to Pullback City.
No, you see how you try to mix it up?
Yo.
Y'all gotta watch the following episode. Whoever didn't see me on the other one, me and Munchie gotta watch the following episode. I said on Apollo, they tried to clip me and say that I said that he had a pullback. I know one said that. I said I personally don't like men's with banana peels, turtlenecks, pullback. That's what I said. I never once said Smack had a pullback.
That's
so.
referring to an uncircumcised
Yeah,
penis.
a person.
Right,
You
yeah,
feel me?
yeah,
And
yeah.
it looked like a banana peel or a turtle. You
I
feel
always
me?
thought
A turtleneck.
anteater was an
Banana
appropriate.
peel. Anteater. Yeah, that's what we always say.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's shit back in the day. I don't know. You feel me?
My
That's
friends
before
from
my
Toronto,
time.
they would just call it
How young is
They
you?
say like, oh, Bricc,
I mean,
Bricc
that's back in my
That's
time. You
fucking
feel me?
funny.
When they probably was in middle school, I probably was just born. So, yeah, old.
I mean, if you Google an anteater, it does have a
I
spirit.
never heard nobody,
the
never
same
heard
joint.
nobody say nothing. It's a
Yeah,
banana
same
peel.
exact
Wait,
thing.
A
God was
turtleneck.
lazy the day he made the
Turtleneck.
anteaters and
A
snap.
turtleneck. You got a
is
turtleneck or a banana
crazy.
peel. No, but
it's crazy.
you made me forget what you asked. Cause you made me forget. Cause you
Something
you
about
tried to lie
Smack's
on me.
dick.
Yeah.
You tried to sit here and lie on me on this damn podcast.
He
said, yeah.
No, before that.
He said, "Would you?"
Okay,
take a
we
shot?
talk about. Oh yeah,
You
I
gonna
said I
take-
took
drugs.
shots
Take a
before.
shot with me.
Yeah, no, I never said I'll take a shot with you.
Yeah,
I
of
said,
wine.
oh, okay, wine. But
Take a
I
shot
said
of
that
wine.
I don't drink, and he asked me about my heart. No, I have a what's that thing called?
A stem?
No, they want to put a pacemaker in me, but instead they put the thing. I wear the thing for every 2 weeks, and then I send it up. I haven't wear it lately because I haven't been feeling weird, but I wear it because I was in an abusive relationship. So that, you feel me, made my heart break. Now I got a heart block, so that's why I don't drink. Well, I wasn't drinking before that, but that's like serious. Like that's the reason why I said I have bad heart. I don't pay with pills.
I respect that you didn't, because like a lot of times doctors will prescribe you like Xanax in that situation or other
Nah, they give like I take blood pressure medicine and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like my blood pressure will go up, but as far as that, I don't mess around with pills.
shit
I don't,
crazy.
because when that shit in your body is in you, you know what I'm saying. You gotta wait till it's
why it
over
ain't good
and all that. So
So this abusive relationship is long in the past?
it's way before Munchie or whoever else you about to bring up shit.
It was like a 3-4 year relationship, and you just arguing every day.
Yeah, like you feel
That
me,
shit
my
ain't
blood
healthy
pressure
for
be up.
nobody. You
Yeah,
start
that's just.
feeling it on your body though. When
Yeah, like you feel me, when I get hot flashes, when I get hot flashes and I feel weird, that's I know it's too much going on.
But you said
Chill out.
abusive relationship.
Yeah.
Like, how nasty did this get?
It was terrible.
Really?
But you feel me? I just smell cigarettes right now, and I don't even want to talk about that.
Oh, so that reminded you of him.
No, it don't remind me of nothing. It remind me that shit stink. You know what I'm saying? It's stinking here. That's what I'm
Just
saying.
stinks.
Crazy.
This nigga is crazy.
crazy.
Your subliminals, your subs, and then you try to get serious.
No, I just said, who I
Because
said?
it gotta be something about cigarettes. You like, I
Yeah,
smell
right? What, you
cigarettes.
just
Fuck.
upset?
No, I'm just
And you
saying
just
I
bring it
smell
up for
it.
no reason when we're talking
Yeah.
about this thing?
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying I just smell it.
This is a
You was
switch
over-
direction of the conversation.
Yeah, you feel me? And then you was just smoking a cigarette too. I saw you.
Yeah.
Thought you smoked weed. Like that's all.
I smoke both. I smoke both.
Yeah, crazy.
I feel like this is like a reality dating show, and then me and you are like the judges.
Bro, if you don't get the
Speed
fuck
dating.
up out of here, please.
We not doing that.
We ain't doing none of that. Adam.
We
Hey,
made it here to the table. We gonna take a shot of wine. That's showing the world some big shit.
Hey,
You have
hey,
wine?
Big
We
Unifying
don't gotta do
LA.
it today, but
Yeah.
you know what I mean. We do it whenever we
What
do
you
it.
staring at? You want
I don't
someone to
know
give you
what-
waterfall?
I was actually standing your orange
put
shoes.
some in his mouth.
What the fuck am I gonna do with that? I don't want that.
Why?
You don't want it in your mouth.
I thought you were gonna pull up in it.
No, what the fuck? I don't drink lean. What the fuck you want me to
Why
come?
you
You
keep
want me to come?
closing it, kid?
No, because he fucking up my thirst every time you say some crazy shit. What I'm saying
gotta
is
stay
that
thirsty,
no,
man.
what I'm saying is that I don't do no type of drugs. I might hit a blunt here and there, but that's not my thing. I'm not gonna go buy a vape. I don't smoke cigarettes. I'm not about to spend $12 on 10 cigarettes. I'm not doing that. I don't
Mine
drink.
like $17.
Yeah, I don't drink none of that.
That's the crazy part.
I respect that.
I quit.
That don't do nothing for me. Like,
Yeah, that's
I'm
like-
naturally
that's-
like this. I don't need that to feel like, I'm turned
I'm
up
quitting
and I'm
today.
fun.
You talked me into quitting
You gonna quit?
today.
Fuck that.
Swear to God.
Damn.
I don't do this much. I only do it when I'm with Lush.
Yeah.
You only
I
smoke
hung out with you
cigarettes
so
for him?
much, and I never bummed a cig off you.
Yeah, because you don't like my cigs.
Bingo. But Lush got some good ones. Sharp got some good ones.
What
And
you
every
drink,
time
Marble?
you see me smoke a cig,
I never even tried yours.
you look.
What's
for
the
another
difference?
Yeah,
I'm
you're
like a trigger.
You triggered me a little
one.
bit.
Yeah. He's like, who got the Marlboros?
Wait, you
Marlboro
just
Red.
text Michael? He comes in with some cups for you?
Let's go.
Wow, look at that, Michael.
Oh, thank you. He nice.
And
Oh, you brought extra cups like you think I was really about to get him some of my juice? Like, sure. I was playing. I was about to do that for you.
You're not trying to share your pink lemonade? I don't want
I'm
it.
cool.
Nigga, you ain't got to drink my juice then. Unless you
just-
got to drink some juice.
There's no like alcohol in there.
Oh,
I got
wow.
a 6-pack now, so I'm more like a waterer.
I ain't got none of that in there.
Do you really have a 6-pack now?
Yeah, I can't show you that.
Why? That's zesty?
Yeah.
You afraid of
what's
being
that-
a zest
why,
monster?
Why you use that
Yeah.
zesty word a lot? Where it come from?
That's what we call gay now.
Oh, that's what you call gay zesties?
Yeah.
Who taught you that word? DW?
Shit.
What's wrong with you, dude?
No,
Wait a
because
minute, what the
I thought
fuck?
DW
Wait,
called him
what the
zesty, so I
fuck?
thought he was using it.
No, I feel like they got it from Chicago. The zesty
I never heard
disciple
nobody
thing.
from Chicago say that.
Zesty or New York.
Or honestly,
Sounds like some.
I hate to throw DW in it, but I feel like Bosco saying it to DW kind of like made us all start thinking of it more often, right? Like, was he super early on it? I
No,
don't know.
y'all just
What
took
was
that
the
word and ran with it.
origins of the Zesty disciples?
He was one of the first.
Famous Richard. When I
Who?
did
He
I think my
Who said it?
first Famous Richard
Bosco.
sit
I
down.
thought DW said it to him.
When I did a Famous Richard sit down, he called me a zesty disciple,
Okay.
and that was kind of like the beginning of that becoming a thing. I think.
Yeah, nah. You probably I don't know what make you go to that. 'Cause
I
they
don't be
like
watching the little Instagram.
Oh,
piece.
you probably seen the caption or something
Yeah.
with that shit.
Yeah, I don't be watching like.
Nah, that's how they be trolling. DW though. That's
Oh,
what I
that DW,
was
that's
saying.
my dog.
Yeah, that's what I'm about
but
to say.
I'm saying where
They
he
could-
get
they
the
could
word.
clip that and be like, oh look, she thinks DW. That's what they gonna try to do.
Oh, they're not gonna say that. Just go back to the episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. That's what people
why I
love to
cleared
do.
it
Let's
up. Yeah,
let's do our research
They
before we
never
comment
go
on
back
this.
to the-
Oh, they never do? Oh, they just go back to the
ever in
episode.
life.
Oh, I never called
Do
DW
you know-
Dusty. That's my dog. I just thought that he got the word from him. You feel me? Because he just say it. Like, you know, he sublimed every. I barely got in the seat. He was talking about T-Rails.
The fuck up.
He call him Z-Real. He call him Z-Real.
I used to.
Oh, till y'all see
He got his
each other.
letter back. ET again.
He back to.
Oh, you talking about that party y'all was at? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. I seen they pictured it in y'all picture. I didn't know what that was about on Instagram.
Side by side.
Your guys'
Neither
picture.
side got off. So,
Hey, for the record, because I was thinking that when I was sitting there, I was kind of like, do I owe it to the world to do something in the scenario? And I was like,
You would have went viral.
you know,
You would've
but
been
I
viral
thought to
doing
myself,
that.
I'm like, I never once said that I was going to do something, so I feel absolutely no pressure to do anything in
No,
this
but
environment.
look, I'm telling you this, Adam. You would have
You're the
looked
white guy. You're
viral.
not
You doing
supposed
it. The outcome would have been fucked up, but you starting it would have made you look gangster. You feel me? You
It
would
might have been a good look because I feel like Floyd Mayweather probably
No.
would have seen my hands and been like, "Oh shit, I need him on the money team."
look,
Yeah.
hold on. You
Could
gotta
happen.
think
Easy
it was
call.
just Adam and T-Real. He had his
And our
manager
girls.
too. No, and the girls. But if Adam, T-Real only got one head, so if he don't got his Trinity,
Nah, I think T-Rail could take Adam.
he only got one head with one head.
Yeah, I think T-Rail got Adam.
That's
Yeah.
I was playing. I don't know.
Yeah, what the fuck?
I'm playing. Adam, you probably do your shit. You probably do your shit.
I like you can squabble with one hand.
Adam look like he be boxing.
If you know how
though.
to fight,
You like a boxer.
really can't really fuck.
Yeah, I don't look like he be. You know, he look like he trained.
I think it's no.
He from
Adam,
New Hampshire. How you say
that's
that?
not.
Did I
No,
say it right?
that's not what concerns me. It's the footwork.
My footwork?
Yeah, there's your
That's a good
footwork
point.
decent?
Honestly, yeah. What I've learned about myself over the years is that, like, when it comes to just like strength and stuff, I could do okay. But generally speaking, I have poor hand-eye coordination.
That's what I was about to
I rode
say.
bikes for all those years, and there was just a lot of tricks that I kind of accepted at a certain point. Like, it's not happening.
Yeah.
Like, even just the bar spin is like a pretty simple trick. Why could I never consistently do bar spins without jamming my fucking fingers and shit? I think, like, when it comes to like fast-paced hand movement type stuff, that's not where I tend to excel.
Fine motor skills is not your forte.
That's crazy because I'm like the swinging's not the problem. It's the stance. I don't think he got the rhythm.
The footwork.
And for the record,
Bikes.
I would never swing or like do anything to T-Rail because I don't feel like you don't get any points for fucking squaring up with somebody that is not 100% there physically.
Yeah,
So
we're
that-
running off what ifs right now.
I would not do that anyway. So it's like, you know,
Yeah,
that was
it's
never
already
an option in my head. Now, if he want to hit me, for sure, we're going to do whatever. But I was
But
never.
you can't let somebody hit you first because you could go to bed.
Hey, but
I'll give him one.
at that moment
give
when
him
you
what?
stood up,
I'll let him hit me.
Freewood? Jeez. Oh, you let him hit?
okay.
Okay.
Adam.
When that moment when you stood up, you were showing though, if it goes there, it's going there.
No,
You know
not
what I
at the
mean?
comments.
Yeah, I mean, if it was going to go there, it was going to go there. But honestly, like, it didn't even enter my head that something might happen when we were having that initial conversation because it was like the most inappropriate venue for that sort of thing ever. And I know him. He wants to make a good impression in high society, etc. So he's definitely not going to fucking do that, right? I wasn't going to do that either.
Yeah.
Now, what happens in the valet area after, that might be a little different. Not with me, but from his perspective. Like, I could have seen him doing something if we cross paths in the valet area. Because that's like away from all the star-studded
Oh,
shit.
so you feel like nothing that happened because y'all was around security?
No, we're
that
around
was
like
inside.
celebrities and like
They were inside the Hollywood
Bro.
Unlocked event.
you cannot get into it with your op when Benjamin Crump is sitting right there.
Yeah,
It's just not appropriate.
Especially not being the white guy.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
right?
When
I'm like, and keep in mind, this building was 95 to 98% black.
For sure.
For sure, I was one of me and Sharon Stone were some of the only white people there.
Sharon Stone?
Sharon Stone was one of the presenters.
Shout out to my first fucking boner ever.
Seriously?
What do you mean boner? Like smack? Like, you hit?
the
What
first
film?
fucking.
Oh, you can't say
Total
boner because I
Recall
don't
when I was
think
like
he's saying
7
like,
years
you know,
old.
Wait, I
my
gotta
first
see it.
boner.
Yeah, no, he said first time is
No, you gotta fix your words. That's the new slang.
Well, you don't like boner?
Boner is
Like,
from
damn,
the
I got a
fucking
boner.
80s. Like,
Yeah.
like
Damn, I don't even
But the
remember this.
boner
Look at how
is
good
just
she looked back
when
then.
we was growing up, it's just a hard on.
You could totally just
big
get the
hard.
vibe that Sharon Stone was like the happiest she had ever been to be in a room full of black people. Like,
that's a goated white bitch right there.
She was geeked.
Isn't she like dating some young rapper now or
That's what I'm
something?
about to say.
Yeah.
no,
Everybody
there was a
loves
rumor
black
that she
dick.
was dating Rumor.
Yeah.
And there's a clip where they approach her
That's
like
my boy, too.
where paparazzi comes up to her and says like, "Hey, are you dating Remble?" And she just starts to, or not Remble.
That would be so
Rumor.
tight if fucking
Remble would be a good one.
If
Yes.
Remble fucked Sharon Stone, oh my god!
But
like,
she's laughing at the paparazzi as soon as he said. I feel like that was like a little viral thing that Rumor put together.
I hope you really don't believe that I'd fuck Sharon Stone.
Did you see that Remble came with a video in
Took
which
his mask off.
he has created his own stink team. He's like, check it out. We got the San Pedro Crips, and now so he did like a posse track, which is not something that we ever seen Remble do before.
Getting his Dodgers in motion.
Yo, it's pretty wild.
We should play it on the live stream.
You guys should play it later for
We
sure. Yeah,
definitely should.
but it's just like super weird to get to finally see like who exactly his little unit is.
I thought it was interesting.
What are you talking about?
Remble.
I thought it was interesting seeing Remble at the Kendrick thing too. I thought that.
Honestly, that was dope.
Yeah.
And I feel like he had a good performance. I feel like he was like, you know, he was
His
he
first
was in there by
performance ever.
himself. Yeah, that was
It's his
dope.
first time ever.
That's
Wow,
what I
That's
was saying.
crazy. I didn't even
Yeah.
think about that. Yeah.
So that
He's
was
a
dope.
pandemic
for him.
baby.
And he was hitting his dance.
Oh, and that's funny too, because that's what all the Stink Team dudes were saying. Like, do a show.
Yeah.
Well,
No,
okay,
and
I'm gonna
he-
do it
and
at
he did his
Kendrick's
big one.
fucking
He
thing.
did it at Kendrick, so that was a good response without him even saying nothing. That was a good.
Yeah.
like,
No,
you know,
that's a superpower.
But even
move.
Yeah, that was a big one for him.
That's the crazy part. Like, it's like, is that picking sides? Like, I'm just being an outsider looking in
How is he
whose- on
picking
whose
sides
behalf?
on what?
on who won the Stink Team beef. Like, do we bring Remble out or do we bring
I don't think
Ralphie out?
I don't think there was a chance of the other side getting
Yeah,
brought
I
out,
think-
given
Oh,
some of the
shit.
people in
Yeah,
the
yeah,
building.
yeah.
Oh shit!
They wasn't gonna bring
Yeah,
him
that
out
would've been
anyway, right
unlikely, don't you
there.
think?
Crazy.
That was like an obvious political thing when you talk about.
That's probably why they kept me out of there.
Ralphie's like, no, not again. You're not gonna lure me into any bullshit.
I don't blame him.
Yeah, no.
I don't blame him.
Yeah, the form different. That nigga know how to get up in there.
You said what?
I said, nigga know how to get up in there.
Yeah, that's a very.
That's
You
how-
surrounded around everything. I wouldn't even want to go in there if you ain't on there on no business shit or no real strong,
Yeah.
a real strong team because you going up in there and that's burnt out.
This is my thing about
stupid, bro.
this is my thing about Remble.
Right.
Is now we're watching him do
shit
this
like that.
this whole arc where he seems like he's progressively getting more into like local street stuff in his music. Whereas like if you go back to the early days of Remble, not mentioning that stuff so much, and he was doing he had like one video that was like real artsy where he's like wearing a robe, he's on
Yeah.
the beach and
TED
shit.
Talk.
Who does he go to for his first major feature after Draco? Lil Yachty. So he's not going in a street direction necessarily with that. It's like he's kind of trying to do a little bit more of an artistic thing, but I feel like Ralphie and them kind of like dragged him into a different style, and I kind of wonder like, is this going to get him boxed into this
he been
world?
stopped
And is
fucking
it
with them
going to
when he
make
did
it so
the,
that he's, because I feel like with Remble, he has so much potential. And when I see all this stuff, and I see, honestly, from my perspective, I don't really see the audience like responding to it that much. It's like, I don't think Remble versus the Stink Team is the talk of LA. We may be talking about it a little bit, but like, it's not really like making crazy waves. I think
got some motion.
Remble was making more waves when he had Lupe dancing to the TikTok song and shit like that. You know, it's
Right.
like, I feel like, if anything, I kind of feel like he's sort of degrading his potential as a rapper by focusing on this kind of shit. I don't know.
No, well,
But he's reaching back out to the streets where he's from. He's taking over where he's from.
Because he wasn't going to be able to
You
just let
gotta
the
have-
Stinks
so-
just desecrate San Pedro, right?
And you gotta have the city behind you. Whatever you're doing, you gotta have people behind you in order for the world to perceive it as you are on the right path. You get what I'm trying to say?
100%.
So him getting the people behind him, popping back out, rapping about the local shit to make them feel like they live in the same life. You know what I'm saying?
He couldn't just ignore it.
No,
but I feel like one song would have been enough to like clap back. And
Yeah.
like, it feels like with him kind of repeatedly doing
Yeah,
this.
you talk as far as rap beef. You talking about you want him to come back like rap like dissing again, Rambo?
I'm actually saying the opposite.
He's saying he thinks that it's better for Remmel to go in like a more like alternative direction, like he was kind of doing.
Well, I understand some level of this. It just, I worry that this is going to be like the story of Remmel rapping going forward, which I think is not really like his true potential.
Well, the thing is, if you look at the content of his music, going back to like before he blew up, if you listen to like old Remmel tapes, like 2019, like 2000.
I've not heard any of them.
Okay, so when he first started out, to me, because I went back and I like because Remmel was like my most played rapper on Spotify 2021. So I went back and I researched his whole catalog. And his early music, he was kind of like on some like one take J type. You feel me? Just turned up like LA music with a little bit of gangsterism thrown in there, but it was more like you said, like in a different direction, kind of. But if you listen, like the content has always been like he'll always have gangbanging. Is you getting put on at the park or not? You feel me? Like he'll have shit like that. I ain't your average. I'm not gonna say the word. You feel me? Like he's had records that alluded to that alluded to his hood. You just have to really like when he talks about Smokey, he's talking about his pops. You feel me? Who was locked up for a long ass time.
Still locked up, right?
Yeah, still locked. I think perhaps LWAP. I don't know.
Yeah, I think.
But he like the thing is Remmel. It's the appeal of him is not necessarily the gangsterism, but that's always been like a part of his repertoire musically. Like, listen to the song with Yachty. He's talking about like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
even with that, when he performing, if his money writing for, he's still popping shit.
Yeah,
in that
exactly.
motherfucker.
But there's
That's
a
a
big difference
banged out song, low-key.
between there's a difference between just like saying gangster shit or saying street shit and versus like making entire songs where you're taking aim at the other local rappers that you're into it with. You know, those are very different things.
But that's probably only gonna
They
go
only
on
beef
for so
because
long.
they was
You
picking
can't-
on, they was picking with him.
right.
Yeah.
So that's the only reason why. And I think he did his big one when he did the Kendrick concert. That was a big response.
No, that's definitely like, you feel me, like if that's not, I'm not gonna say that's a checkmate, but that's check right there.
Because he
You know what I
hasn't
mean?
dropped
Like,
anything but the Not Like Us remix.
Yeah.
He hasn't dropped anything else to say, oh, Remble's back cracking because of this song. It's no song. You get what I'm
But
saying?
Remble's
He's back
never
cracking
been-
because of the Not Like Us remix, and then you
They
break
probably
them out.
running
It's
up his old strings,
It's like
though.
For
no,
sure.
but listen to
songs.
what I'm trying to tell you though. That's like Kendrick crowning you, like, hey, yeah, I like that version. Come out.
But did he perform that
No,
version?
he probably didn't,
didn't, right?
He couldn't, but it's like still like
He couldn't perform
you know,
Not
I
Like
just made
Us.
that. I
Kendrick
just
performed
had
that
the
shit
city
like 6
stirred up
times.
behind it. You get
He
what
should
I'm
have done
saying?
his top songs, not go into.
He did
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
He didn't do that.
I didn't
song.
see his actual performance. But
Yeah, but that if Kendrick letting you come up there, well, like you said, the DJs picked it out, but it's like what it looked like to me is like Kendrick chose his side in the rap lyricist.
But you know,
category.
like, all right,
You get what I'm
if
saying?
Remmel has a concert, then nobody who opens for him should be rapping on a beat that is like his, right? Like the same way.
Oh yeah, no, he can't do that.
You know, like
Yeah.
if you go to any rapper's concert, like the openers, like I've seen this mad times where like
if they got a song with the main artist, they gotta come back
and then
out.
they perform like that's kind of looked poorly upon. Yeah.
Oh, you
Yeah.
seen somebody try to do it?
I've seen it definitely. Like the situation I'm thinking of is like I've seen shit where like DJ Scheme
Yeah, I was gonna
is
say
gonna
DJs.
he's gonna do like X's songs and like the Juice WRLD songs and stuff, and then like
Yeah.
a random DJ is playing before and he plays fucking Juice WRLD and X songs, and it's
Yeah.
like, listen, we understand that that's the easiest way for you to get a reaction from this crowd, but you're kind of fucking it up because it's supposed to be like a high point of the night when those songs get played.
Yeah, when I used to DJ, like I learned that that's very, very bad etiquette early on. Like,
Yeah,
you
for
can't be
sure.
doing that.
You can't do that. You can't play the song while I'm in there before I perform. But even on tour, like Kid Ink's 2 biggest songs when we were on tour were Chris Brown, Main Chick, and the Show Me. So he would, when we're on tour by ourselves, he ends the set with the main chick and Show Me. But now we on tour with Chris Brown, you can't perform none of those songs until you go back on stage with Chris Brown, and then he performed the songs on his set.
But that's going to be more impactful for you anyway.
Yeah, it's more
that's gonna look
impactful.
better
So
for
that's
you.
showing the etiquette. That's the reverse side of what you're talking about. It's the same thing with the DJing. Like, you can't play the song and then want the main artist to come out and get that same vibe from the crowd again. Like,
yeah,
I mean,
1,000%. And since I didn't ever say this on here, I just want to use, after doing more and more like research and nerding out, and we're talking about like the Draco influence in that Kendrick diss track, like I 100% listen to, I want everyone, when you're done watching this podcast, before you tune into the music stream, look up Draco's Touchable remix, since we're talking about Red Bull, all right? And the first few bars, he literally has that exact style, and he calls someone a pedophile.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
So, just want to say, I think I tracked the specific origin because I had different records that I was pointing to before. Where I was like, this is the style from this song. I was like, nah, this is the Touchable remix Draco. This is my opinion. This is my opinion. So,
interesting.
YouTube detectives and nerds, let me see what the fuck y'all think.
Interesting. All right, I wanted to call Lush out.
What's crack?
Lush.
What we
It has been put out there by various meme accounts and reputable sources that you may be guilty of the crime of overglazing. Because when you did your review of Bands' diss track on Lefty Gunplay, which I've already made my perspective on this clear, it feels like you were being overtly critical of Bands' style that he raps in a way that you would not be to just any old rapper, that you have taken a critical lens on Bands from the Roses music that you would not normally take. And this is being seen as a little bit duplicitous or, hard to wrap our heads around.
So multiple times I stated that Bands is a talented rapper.
Okay.
I brought up the attributes I feel like are his strong suits. I was, first of all, hip to Bands since 2021 when they did the Thizzler cipher with him, Hasito, Solid Baby, Lil Adrian. Like, I've been up on Bands, okay? Back when he was 707 Bands, before he was Bands from the Rose, all that shit. I said that bars, punchlines, shit like that, battle rap type shit is not his strong suit. And I felt like that song didn't really resonate lyrically. Now the video, what he did with the video, as problematic as it is, and as much as I don't co-sign that, from a rap perspective,
He made a movie.
That was...
He made something
epic.
that was going to be impossible for us to ignore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was epic. It's essentially like...
DW.
It's the same shit that DW
Checkmate.
did, except for it's, from a hood 8 hours away. It's a little,
But nah, I'm just saying, it's
But
the
that's
same.
and I
it's the
gave
same
DW
vibe.
nothing but props when he went over there in the
It's the
Playboys and
same
was, you
vibe.
feel me, doing pull-ups on Corning or whatever, you feel me?
Don't
Like,
forget that.
His video went viral. He dropped the song first. Well, he dropped the disc first, and people was tuning in. But when he dropped the video, it seemed like the song
Wait,
went
really?
viral
That
after
song was already out? I thought it all
I
came
think
out
he
at once.
dropped the,
DW.
I think he dropped the song like a week, and then the video dropped.
yeah,
a week
and,
after
see,
that.
so, and I
I
think
feel like you should drop the video.
And that was kind of my whole point. And I
But
get
at the
it.
same
Yeah.
time,
I get your critique, Adam, because you're saying, like, essentially what you're saying is I cut Lefty slack that I'm not cutting this fool.
Yeah.
Is essentially what you were alluding to.
And we know that you are a reputable Southsider, so it makes sense for you to do so.
It's not even that. Like, literally, I think that Lefty has a great deal of potential in his high moments that he's shown us as a lyricist. He's capable of really good things. I mean, like I said earlier, that fucking Lost My Best Friend joint with RJ, amazing record. Boulevard Babies, he's rapping his ass off. I haven't heard Bands have a bar as fucking complicated as Still Selling Nickels with Crystal and Wiener Schnitzel. You feel me? Like, I've never heard Bands.
that was a bar.
Yeah.
That was your bar.
No, that's what Lefty.
That's really just 3 words
I
around
fuck with
together.
Lefty.
Yeah. Like
But what was the bar again?
he said. So the full bar is, yo, it's Lefty Loco, the BP sicko, still selling nickels of crystal and wiener schnitzel.
Do we believe that he was actually selling the crystal, or do we believe that he was
Nickels?
partaking?
Yeah.
Nickels of crystal and wiener
Yeah.
schnitzel. Like that from a rhyme perspective.
No, that's good. Yeah.
I
That's just
fuck with
hard.
Lefty. Like, that's funny.
But
What you trying to say here?
yeah,
To sell her
if
to
you
do it.
getting
Like,
high,
you
yeah.
can't get at the homie like that. I fuck with
He's
Lefty. Like,
getting high and
that's
Well,
dumb.
but he's
That's
a
how
proud
he-
crystal user,
That's how
right?
he going to get his next ounce. He got it.
Yeah, right.
No, but you trying to be funny. Like,
Hey, if I wanted to get out the Scante, I live right by MacArthur Park. I could walk 2 blocks from my crib and fucking cop
shut old girl
anything
down.
I
You
seen
want.
that? Yeah.
Anything I want.
They shut
But
the queen pin down over there. She was holding it down on the
That was
corner.
Lady Lush.
shit. There's
I know.
alleged
stop.
activities.
Stop.
But yeah, bro. All you got, bro.
They gonna whoop your ass when you get back over there.
Hey, you ain't gotta whoop my ass. Them snitch ass
Lefty
little
go-
apps, motherfuckers be talking about fools getting chipped daily. You feel me?
you
Like,
talking about, like, what's the name of that shit? That app? Fuck.
yeah. Next
and
door or
Citizen.
whatever.
That's where you
Citizen
get meth.
app.
That's not where I get mad.
Everybody
door?
be on Citizen app, but, like,
Citizens, yeah.
Citizen app.
Citizens.
But
shit
the only reason
real
why
shit.
people, because if you have an app on there and something happened to you in that area, they can record on Citizen app, and that's how you see what's going on and who
Yeah,
got
yeah.
shot and all that. You could actually get on the app, make a page, and if something happened by your house, you could post, and that's how I alert people.
I've never been on it, but I've heard that in my neighborhood, it's mostly conversations about Amazon packages being snatched off people's front
I
Oh,
can
that's
see
steps.
that being
simple
an
shit.
epidemic.
Yeah.
That's simple
epidemic.
shit. I'm thinking people getting smacked or something by your house, like and shot and all
No,
that.
a,
We talking about
it's-
a
packages.
family
His
that
house.
goes to
Yeah,
school
my
with my
house,
kid.
His house.
From
Oh,
my
they
kid's
be shooting?
preschool, there's a family who just decided to move to the OC because their house got robbed.
Really?
It's pretty crazy. I didn't know that was going to be a
That's
narrative
where people's houses get hit at.
in the OC.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, see.
They hit licks over there.
Holy. But like honestly, ultimately, like as far as Lefty's lyricism, I said it before, I'll say it again, it's all dependent upon the producers he's working with and how much like thoughts being put into it. I think that he has potential.
What you trying to say? He like ABC rap or something?
No, that's what I think.
kinda
That
saying the
he is.
opposite.
I think people tend to get on my helmet for defending, bro.
Because you see
feel me?
the
Nah, he
greatness
not an
in
ABC
his
rapper.
catalog.
Yeah.
Lefty-
But why would they get on your head for you to saying that he's a good rapper though?
Ooh.
Well, I mean, like this.
Like him?
Adam was referring to narratives that this isn't. He's not the first person to say that.
Yeah, I'm really
Like,
just stealing a narrative that I've seen on
Yeah,
other
he's
pages.
just-
Yeah.
He said Lefty was harder than somebody else, and I was
And
telling
then
you, he
it's went
wasn't harder,
crazy
but
on the internet.
Lefty is hard though.
Yeah.
I forgot who we was comparing him to.
And like the thing is, like ultimately, I feel like I was very considering the whole situation. I think I was very diplomatic with bands, and on top of that, like I be in Northern Cali all the time. I lived up there for a fat minute. Like I love Oakland. I got homies from up there. You feel me? So it ain't even
Sometimes
that.
do you take your hat off and like shave your?
Like, I just grow my tail out. Yeah. Like,
Nah, I'm saying like, do you ever turn into like a white boy in those circumstances?
you know what I turned into? When do you think I turned into a white boy? Number one time.
I think you're always a white boy.
Yeah, but the culturally, I'm a white boy when the fucking rollers pull up on your boy. You feel me? Like when the cops are there, it's what seems to be the problem, officer.
I'm shooting a documentary.
Yeah. It's a student film. Yeah.
Hey, can I tell you something, Ash Bash? You might think that Bricc Baby is the most demonic person at this table, but Lush One right here recently paid a op a visit and sent him
What are you talking
fleeing
about?
to
Like,
Northern California.
What are you talking about though? Like you talking about Bricc Baby what?
No, I'm saying Lush.
He's
He's the
Like, what-
real
like, what are you
demon
talking
here.
about?
Just-
So
He ran
I
down
don't
on a
get it.
op and sent him running to the north to hide
Are you
from
talking
him.
about I'm liking him or something, but I should talk to
No,
Lush?
nigga.
Like, what are you talking? I don't. What
I'm
are-
just saying you need to respect Lush's
He
gangster.
said that. he
I
walked
never
down
said
the-
nothing about like I didn't.
Yeah, but
I
it's a
never
vibe.
looked
We
at
can
you.
feel it.
It ain't
You
no
was
type
in
of
your
vibe
phone.
going
No,
on.
really,
Nothing.
like
What you
that's
talking
what
about? But what
I
I'm
looked at
saying
her
is,
as a homegirl already because we got mutuals. You feel me?
yeah, like you feel me, like
Yeah,
So, but Adam, shut the fuck up. Like, because you was crazy. I don't know what he's talking about, but what I'm saying as far as what you left, like, I give you your respect because you feel me. You're a battle rapper, and you know it's a lot of our people in there, and I know they tough, and you made it through the ropes, like you know. So you know, you know, I don't look at you as like they in the comments calling you a cornball and shit.
What the fuck? No, they're not.
I'm looking at it.
Don't read out what they're saying.
They saying Lush cornball, all that other shit. They trying to call me slow because I'm not paying attention to what Adam was talking about. But what I was saying was, you feel me? I respect you. I don't like. You know,
fuck what the comments say.
I don't care what the comments say, but you feel me? I just wasn't paying attention. That's what it was like.
All right, I got another topic.
She thought I was a skeet there.
Because I got to be out here and go be on dad duty in like 20 minutes, which by all means doesn't mean that y'all need to stop talking. I just got about 20 minutes. So I wanted to throw this out there. Big new development. Block star Treyway's younger brother, who was reportedly one of the people involved in the Pop Smoke murder, is back running the streets of Los Angeles, making moves. He's allegedly got an interview on a certain platform coming in the very near future. He even pulled up to the No Jumper store looking to extort us or something.
What was that all about?
That was a joke. But
he has a No Jumper interview coming, he said?
No comment. No comment. I don't know where he's going to do his first pod. I don't
he
know.
said from some podcast.
I don't want to promise anything. You know? We'll see what happens.
So did he just? Is he 18 now or what?
I think he's 21.
He's 21. So
juvenile life.
He did juvenile life. Sometimes I thought juvenile life was till you're 25. Sometimes, but like
But anyway, so what are your predictions for how his career is going to move going forward? He did have like 3 security guards with him when he pulled up to Melrose, which is kind of surprising. I don't know exactly like what he thinks might be coming down the pipe in terms of how people are going to react to him and everything. Do you think that he's going to be just like a straight up celebrity out here?
Does he have
even
a
if it was
deal?
Not that I know of, but you could kind of imagine that it would be coming.
This is the dude that's Treyway's brother?
Yes.
Yeah.
3 security guards or 3 homies?
Homies is security.
Well, they were dressed as security guards.
With security shit on there?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Homies be getting security. Niggas be making
I know how it goes. I'm just saying,
But
even for him to think to move like that, he just came home, so he moving like that 5 days home. You feel it. He think that he don't know where it's gonna come from because it's an out of town situation, and the notoriety is crazy.
Is the local love gonna be enough to subvert the fact that this dude is allegedly responsible for killing one of the potential greatest talents to emerge
coming out of New York in the last 10 years?
Is he gonna get treated like Lil Tim gets treated? Essentially, you know what I'm saying?
I mean. He's not from. I mean, this the thing. It's so far away that we wouldn't feel what they was talking about. But it's some New Yorkers here. You get what I'm saying? Like you could say fuck them, do all this, that, and the other. But it's like it just so happened that some people moved to Atlanta during, you get what I'm saying, and all that to where.
But Bricc, they look at Pop. I mean? They look at Pop out there.
I don't want to talk too much about that other shit.
They look at Pop like we look at Draco type shit.
I know what you're saying. No. But I'm saying I know what you're saying. But what I'm telling you is, it's so far away. And guns ain't as legal out there and out here. Like they not flying in strapped or whatever the case is. They might do their thing, but he doesn't know because it's gonna be so rare of an event that when he pops out, it's gonna be not like that. I'm not wishing that on you. You know what I'm saying? That's a kid. He was a kid. His brain wasn't fully developed.
He was like 16 at the time,
but you got to give him action at being a juvenile and not thinking before he strikes. You get what I'm saying? Like I'm not trying to give him no type of justice. He might have or might have not deserved a couple more years. You get what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, if your kid was 13, 14 years old, or if your kid, just say,
you pretty much saying that they wasn't in a full mindset and they was peer pressure to do something.
Yeah, my daughter got into some shit that had to blow her and pop somebody tomorrow, I would want her to be judged as a
Treated
juvenile.
fairly. Yeah.
Like, you get what I'm saying? She ain't never lived street life a day in her life. So however the fuck she got that motherfucker, that's from her just running away from
You remember the
us.
girl you dumped the drink on?
Yeah.
I think she was with Pop Smoke when this all happened.
No.
When I was reading or I was watching a video last night about the Pop Smoke thing, and it's describing a girl being there crying, screaming while this was all taking place. They had a gun to her head at one point and stuff. And then it occurred to me, I can't remember 100% if it was her, but there was a girl in here who basically like insinuated that they were there when the Pop Smoke thing happened. And then I'm reading the girl's name, and I feel like it was her. But if it wasn't her, it was some other girl that came through here, and I'm like combining stories.
Yeah. Where did we just come across it? Oh, at the party.
At the party. And also, did you guys see this? This is from like last year. Rapper found dead in barrel, maybe linked to Pop Smoke's murder.
We reported on the news.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, when I see that, I'm like, oh, so there's definitely people out here who are willing to go way above and beyond to get revenge on the Pop Smoke situation.
It had nothing to do with it.
I don't
No,
think,
I'm saying it
I don't think
probably
his
did,
case
right?
had nothing to do. I
No,
seen
they
it on
got
TV.
the killer and all that. It had nothing to do with it. It happened in like Sylmar, California.
Oh, really?
It was.
So this was like reported on inaccurately?
No, he was related to the dude, but it had nothing to do with the Pop Smoke situation. The
Completely
killer's
separate
already
situation.
in jail.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Well, no, but like beyond him,
That's the clickbait part about it.
I think another interesting question, like just to expand on that, is beyond his safety. Like, will he be able to have a successful career, or is that enough to?
Well, we haven't heard him rap yet,
Yeah.
so that's going to be interesting. But I mean, I look at him the way that you look at like all the famous murderers from Chicago who basically like had crazy fucking names for themselves without ever having to drop a song. Like
D Rose.
Regardless of what we know or don't know about his involvement, he's basically set to have like a 051 Melly type rap. Granted, this is just one situation. We don't know about whatever else, but it's like he's going to have that kind of aura around him for a significant period of time, right?
Yeah, but they wasn't killing shit across the world. Like, he better not cross the Mississippi River. You get what I'm saying? You better not land nowhere where them New Yorkers is at, or where anybody feeling like I be, because they might be on that with you.
Yeah.
You
get what
definitely
I'm
can't
saying?
afford to be moving around sloppy, even out here.
But that's what I'm like. I just don't want to keep saying it because I'm not wishing nothing upon.
Right.
And then I'm not, because I know some New York people, I might be blowing their move. I don't want to talk about it. You get what I'm saying?
I got
There's
some people
definitely
in
New
New York.
Yorkers out here.
I got a lot of people out there.
There's a lot of Haitians out there too.
And yep, definitely.
Haitian?
I thought you knew that.
Sac passe.
He knew he was about to say, but he's trying to be funny because you knew that. That's why we was talking about the little.
Oh yeah, we talked about it the other day, right?
I mean, Z that.
That's that Z shit. That's that Z shit.
Z, look, Jamaica.
You do it again.
Z,
No.
look, hey.
Does that count as a Z sign or as a gang sign? That's just like a nationality.
Yeah, but I want you to do that's that Z. Do that again.
I think I'm all right. I can't have you bossing me around.
No, I'm not bossing you around.
I gotta
but
protect
you-
my P card.
Oh, you're a P.
Well, you know.
It's
Well, that's
coming
what
out.
you said. You said it earlier.
He's
You
coming
made the
out.
you made the allegation earlier.
She fucks with my whole aura. I think she likes my aura.
She gonna give you some.
Me and Ash Bash could go aura for aura.
I know when good promo when I see
funny
it.
as fuck.
This is
I'm
good
laughing.
promo.
Ash-
David Miller, $10. Ash Bash the truth.
Baby mama.
Thank
Trophy
you.
emoji.
BM.
They call you
BM.
BM. It
Yeah,
says
I don't know
BM.
exactly what they're going for.
Baby
with that.
mama.
Mama.
baby mama.
Let me tap in with some more of these donations.
You didn't
right
want
here.
to
Let's see
say
what they're
that.
talking
You didn't
about.
know what that meant.
Yeah, you know.
No, I knew it meant baby mama. I didn't know.
Yeah, it's crazy.
All right, look. Lush saying East Hollywood, but talking about West Hollywood by saying that they're close to the Playboys. What's up, Adam and Bricc? I'm a real West LA rep.
Get the fuck
G
outta
Corleone.
G.
Oh, that's the homie right there. Shout out to G Corleone. That's my bro. He from West LA for sure. He be with Yellow Hill and all that. That's my boy.
Okay, yeah. Shouts to them. Shouts to him. You
nigga,
feel me?
yeah, he was
That shit is
talking
not
about-
right
far.
there.
That
He
shit
was
is
about to
not
just
far.
talk shit.
Yeah, he about to go up to us and say that's the homie. Look at him. He crazy.
I'm gonna tell
You see that? That's what y'all be doing? He's like,
I'm
shut
standing
the
up when I
fuck
said
up.
that
I've
shit
seen
is
him.
not. That shit is not far from the Playboys over there.
The chat is not real people to us because it's
Yeah, I
like
know that, but I know
Until
who
you
he is
realize
right
that's
there. So
somebody you know.
I
with
I'm
somebody,
saying,
yeah.
You feel me? But I know who that person
That's
is. 'Cause
hard.
That's his
No,
picture
that was
in his-
hard because like it changed.
He was about to do it again. He was like, no, I seen it.
Because there
Hey,
do
if
be
he-
trolls in here telling
It don't
you.
be a lot of trolls in there, but you feel me? They paying to talk
If
shit.
If he's
West
reputable,
Hollywood.
if he's reputable.
You were talking about West
I
Hollywood
said
and the
East Hollywood.
Playboys. Nah,
I mean, they
East-
close to West Hollywood, yeah, but East Hollywood close to West Hollywood too.
West Hollywood and the Playboys is connected.
We gonna pull up maps. We gonna get fucking
Bro, you can do it any day.
What the next
I,
one say?
I don't
we gonna-
navigate through the city with GPS.
No, I'll be a fucking giant GPS.
Let me read this next one. In love with 223 or 223 said, R.I.P. Foolio, we gonna miss you in the city. If you don't know, everyone used to listen to Foolio, even his ops. Rest in peace, Foolio. We're gonna get into that in a little bit. Adam, when is the CTS Lil Wick interview? Honestly, I DM'd him and I did not hear back yet, but I would like to make that happen. So tell him to DM me back. Diamonds and Gold said, "Yo, Lush, you straight hated on bands from the Rose." I feel like we covered that. Next one. You lied to me, Lush.
You were and they said you lied.
Look, DT West said, speak on why no one from No Jumper was at the pop out. Were the rumors about y'all being banned true? I don't think anybody from No Jumper even thought about it or considered going. I don't know about you guys, but it definitely didn't even cross my mind.
I was like, I didn't even watch it. I still ain't seen it.
I seen it because my brother-in-law, who's like the whitest, squarest dude you ever met in your life, was like, "Oh, we got to put the Kendrick concert on." I was like, "Oh right, yeah, that is going on."
Sure,
I probably wouldn't have seen it if it wasn't for him saying it.
The whole world seen it though. That shit went viral. Shade
No,
room,
it went
everything.
crazy. It went crazy. I didn't see it. I'm just saying I was.
Oh, you just seen the little streams, the little clips?
I seen clips and all that.
I'm not
just saying,
going
I didn't
anywhere
see
where
it.
I'm not going to feel extremely comfortable. Right?
It was just, it was cool though. It looked
Yeah.
cool. Like
I'm happy for that.
Tommy the Clown, all that. Like he showed
that
out
was-
I
for
liked
the
that
city.
Tommy the
That
Clown
was,
one.
yeah,
And
like,
the crazy
he
part
showed
about
out
that,
for the
Tommy
city,
said he
like-
haven't performed on that stage in 20 years. So
And-
that was his first time back performing on
Yeah,
his
and
form.
because we used to go to the battle zone right
yeah.
there.
But that was in 20 years he said that.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
That was 20 years ago.
If you was out here, well, you probably was out here. I could picture you
Not
dancing.
20 years
I could picture you
Clown
dancing for
dancing?
You saying I
Tommy.
was a jerker?
Robin.
Yeah, you remind me of Tony Hawk, low key. You got the little skateboards and all that.
You think Tony Hawk was a jerker?
No, I'm
Lady, he
saying-
was a skateboarder.
No, I'm
and
saying you
is.
remind me of him. I'm saying like a skateboarder, but I'm saying like I could picture you as a clown dancing.
He invented the 900.
Ash, have you
Not I.
have you fucked with a white dude before?
No, I fuck with a Mexican before, like Puerto Rican and stuff like that. But
Buddy.
That's a
nah,
You
not
gotta
for
come
money. I
fuck with the
actually liked
woods,
it
baby.
them. First off, before he said,
fucking
it
with
ain't
you.
nothing always got to do with money.
I'm
Like
fucking with you.
like they cool. I ain't
Sis,
never fuck with like
I'm
no
playing with
essay.
you.
You feel me? No cholo. I ain't never like you feel me. But
Yeah.
What
you
about
know,
a lefty gunplay?
He just bought
No,
a
he said-
Maybach, fool.
like you
Got
know,
a
like
Maybach. I hit that shit in the Maybach.
I don't know. That's a trick question, but but I ain't never dealt with a white person. Like it give me like it's nothing offense like white people, nothing like that, because everybody is different.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
pink
saying?
dick vibes.
Huh?
Pink dick vibes.
Nah. I don't
Once
even
you
know
go
what a
pink,
white
you'll
man
never
thinks
go
like.
back.
But
All she said is she hasn't. She didn't say she wouldn't.
no, I'm saying I haven't. But like when I think of me, they never mind. I ain't gonna say it.
Say it. Because
yeah,
Lefty
please.
just said it.
No.
Say
do
it.
not hold back now.
No, I'm not. When
Yeah,
I think
don't
about
hold
when I
back.
think about they in the right mind, it get like I think about Eminem movie 8 Mile. Like it just
Okay, wait.
no.
Right here, 4 extras donated. I'm guessing it's not the
It's
4
not,
extras
yeah.
that we're familiar with, but he said, what was Flacco on Instagram giving away the money he was supposed to pay me? Lushy G Uno, shout out
Shouts out
Ash
Ash.
Cash.
That's right.
Is that also your other name? Ash
No,
Cash?
he probably
no,
went
that's
to-
a
he
chick
pro-
from Chicago.
He
right?
probably trying to. He probably missed out the B and actually put the
Oh, you think he was
He
doing
didn't do
that?
that on purpose. He just looked like he owed one.
There is a girl named Ash Cash, though, right? Look at it. Speed streamer.
bro. He
I got
probably.
I got multiple homegirls.
I don't even know who this girl is, but
That's
Yeah.
what
I think I
he
might
was trying to
follow her.
do.
He
He
didn't
was trying
say-
to play.
Nah, he ain't
Because
calling
he
me that.
spelled it the exact same way.
Yeah, but Adam was just a person that's being messy. Go to the next
I was
set.
just reading the donation. I'm not trying to be messy. Okay. Enrique Edwards said, when is Rich Trapper coming back on? Bro needs to be a regular up there. He whooped Flacco's feet. He's the first person to check Flacco on his BS. You were there. Is that
Yeah.
that's how you felt it went down?
Who pressed
Everybody trying
Flacco?
to press Flacco.
I don't
They
feel
leave
like.
Flacco alone.
The first person that checked.
Yeah. I feel like it was.
You ain't
typical.
never pressed Flacco?
Look,
Yeah.
You heard Flacco?
Flacco purposely takes on points that are going to be contentious, and he's not afraid to speak his mind that often. Like, makes people want
I
to push back.
disagree with Flacco all the time. It's just a different press. I'm not about to sit here and argue with Flacco, fat ass. I just sit here. He wants to debate about shit, so I give him what he wants.
I feel like there was I feel like it got to a certain point. I felt like I needed to kind of offset the balance and kind of defend some of Flacco's points, because it kind of seemed like he was getting picked on. Then he started doing the little stutter thing or whatever, which I'm not saying Flacco can't defend himself, because this fool,
Flacco talk clear when he wants to. Like,
Yeah.
I think he starts stuttering when he's like overthinking. I heard Flacco have a straight conversation with me.
I did enjoy
I don't
Bro
like-
on the pod, but Flacco definitely held his own as well.
Yeah, the only thing I don't like about the shit is Flacco talking about gang members' moms, because parents like oh yeah, your mom, you should be a failure, like you don't deserve to move out the hood.
Yeah, that was
You
nasty.
raised a killer.
That was rough.
It's
Yeah.
like, look, bro, if somebody's working 2 jobs and leaving their kids at the house and they're raising each other in a community, it takes a village to raise a kid. So everybody outside, if they doing one thing, and this is what we taught as kids, she can't control what goes on during school hours.
Yeah,
Even
that's
if
one of
she
his
made
worst
you come
points.
home right after.
I love Flacco, but one of his worst arguments is that basically if you raise a gang member, then you deserve to be terrorized in your own neighborhood. You basically you're a part of the problem because you weren't able to keep your kid from joining a gang.
And this has been like our biggest
That's crazy, because my bad, not to cut
No,
you
you
off.
good, you good.
But it's crazy because I've seen people that got good God-fearing parents that's in a good home and
What?
turned out to be a gang member. Like,
Exactly.
it's not about how you raise your kid. It's
Look at
about
this whole city.
who your kid hang out with and what they want to do. A lot of kids watch TV and watch YouTube and want to be gang members, and they find a gang. Like, it's not really about your parents. And I feel like sometimes, and
Some
it's
people banging strictly off of Instagram, but go ahead.
yeah, like for instance, like
That's
when
something-
parents
that's
don't
something
let
else. That's something
when
else.
parents don't let
Pick
their
up
kids
everything.
go outside and they keep them in the house and they lock them in and stuff like that. And then when the kids get 18 years old, the girls be like righteous as fuck.
go.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, doing it up because they never had that experience to be outside, to go to parties, to go spend the night at their homegirl's house, sleepovers. Some parents lock their kids in and they come out bad like that too.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta let your kid be a kid, right? They bike,
That's
go
what
outside, all that. You know what I'm
I be
saying?
on that. I be making sure my
Yeah.
daughter, cause she gotta know the nature of outside.
She gotta know how to
the
make
do's and
friends.
don'ts.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I
And
thought you were lying about your daughter working at Dub's store until I saw her.
yeah,
I guess you could call her working over the weekend.
Yeah, she was.
I don't know if she was actually.
saying it like
I don't know if she was actually folding any shirts. I didn't see any manual labor going down, but she was
She
around.
works the cash register.
Oh, okay, that's good. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's a noble profession.
No, that's real.
yeah. But yeah,
Okay, in terms of we did the Pop Smoke's Post Smoke Killer thing. I guess my main thing that I want to get across before we did is just rest in peace to Foolio, man. You know, it's hard to find shit to say about it because obviously he lived his life in such a way where he had all of these sort of like career highs making these songs, dissing people, and those were like the most iconic moments in his career. And it's not as if he did so unprovoked. Obviously he had one of the most popular drill songs of all time basically written about his dead friends and him and shit. But man,
People seem to overlook that when discussing him. I noticed a
Because
lot.
how I found out about him was I heard him dissing his ops in a lot of songs. That's how I found out about him.
Yeah.
But I just still want to know, how did he pass?
they killed him at a hotel party. Like,
Because I think it was his birthday. I looked at his
Yeah,
story. It's
yeah,
not
yeah.
like
It was
that.
his birthday.
I don't be the person
They
that
got kicked
follow
out the
people when they die.
Airbnb.
Yeah,
I don't
so
be that person. If I
they
ain't
went
follow
to
them,
a
I don't go
hotel.
follow them because they dead. But I looked at his story and he was telling people, "Thank you for coming to my
Yeah.
birthday and all
he
that
was having a
stuff."
good old time.
Yeah, so that's-
you could tell he was kicking it.
I think they was at a B&B and they got kicked out.
Yeah. And
kicked
so they
out
go to
B&B, that's what I just
they go
said.
to the
Yeah.
Holiday Inn. They're like about to get a room or whatever, and then
As they pulling in.
doing that at 4 a.m. is
Crazy.
going to be
Could I-
difficult.
yeah.
But then, like the cops reported that it was due to a rap battle, which I'm assuming they're not talking about the kind of rap battles that you're officiating.
Yeah.
But that does lead you to believe that, like, okay, this does stem from his original
The
thing.
other
And
guy.
3 hours is not a ridiculous drive.
No.
My main thing is, like, if somebody like Foolio, never mind somebody like one like me or you, or who knows, maybe you guys too, I should not be publicly available at any kind of party where I'm announcing it in advance without having people around me who are ready to deal with a situation like that, especially somebody like him who's like the hottest commodity in Florida. There's very few people that are going to attract as much negative attention as him.
Yeah.
He should not be just out here lackadaisical like
And
that.
Hondas
Well, and
and
he
all that
wasn't-
shit. You not trucks. You not Honda. You look accessible. We can get at you. You loose. You drunk. Like that.
Well, he was beyond him.
He was drunk.
Like he definitely had his homeboys with him, but I think he was like posting like, yo, DM for the Addy. Da, 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 da.
He should. What he should have did was go spend his money on his birthday. The Hard Rock Casino's right there.
Right.
Go. You're
Something
in
a little bit
Tampa,
more
treat
formal, yeah.
Go. You right there, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying. Go drive somewhere. Go.
Shit, the
somewhere.
Florida
I'm saying
Keys, the
is-
fucking Caribbean.
But motherfuckers
Go.
not coming through on the casino grounds and doing nothing crazy. They probably
Yeah.
gonna let you go. Like, damn, he went inside the casino.
Well, let's be real. The guys who shot him outside the Holiday Inn are probably all going to get caught and locked up, and they don't seem all too concerned about that. But you're right. At least they would have had more of a chance there,
it's
right?
like when you pull in casinos, it's always like a couple police cars. Like,
Yeah.
one thing niggas is scared of.
Right.
It's the most monitored place in the world. You can't get away with shit at a
That's
casino.
what I'm like, but I don't think they were worried about
They've
getting
seen me
away.
doing
like
lines.
Adam said, like they know they're getting caught. For
I
that
see
shit.
poker players
Yeah,
all the
'cause I
time.
think they really
They're
on that
walking
case.
around the casino. They got fucking hundreds of thousands of dollars in chips in their
Yeah.
hands,
Ain't
and
nobody
they're not
fucking
tripping
with them.
about it because they're inside the casino,
casino,
where you're
yeah.
already basically assured that almost nothing bad is going to happen
Yeah.
in this environment.
It is
now,
kinda-
walking to your car might be a little different.
Yeah,
but
in
walking
the
around the
middle of
casino usually is
no
good.
problem.
It's like
Yeah.
ballet that motherfucker.
And it's so hard to cash in stolen chips.
Yeah, super.
Really, that's
You
good to
can't
know.
cash that shit.
didn't even know that
He
was-
said that's good to know. But yeah, no, like if you don't got a player's card and you trying to go cash in $10,000 worth of chips or $100,000, like what table was you at?
Yeah.
You know what's kind of crazy?
Like where
though?
you just come from? That's what they asking you. Like, you know what I mean? Now they going to the eye and they don't want to give you that money no way. So it's like, you know,
Oh yeah. You definitely get that vibe when you walk into the casino
Yeah.
with a bunch of chips. They're like, oh, you really like 1,000%. Like you're looking for any excuse possible to not give me money in exchange for these chips.
Yes.
For sure.
It's kind of crazy that fool. The way Ace's homies got murdered was the same exact way, essentially.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It was also in a super public place, and was I think they were celebrating someone's birthday, and he posted, "Oh, we at the hibachi spot," and then slid on him, and it's like the same way that wound up happening to Julio.
Crazy. Hey,
That's crazy.
I love you, and you, and you.
oh my
I got to dip. I got to go be a dad. I did my 2 hours. If you guys got any topics you want to keep talking about, feel free. But I appreciate you guys, and I believe that there'll be a music stream after this. So shout out to everybody out there. I look forward to reading the comments later. Please smash the like button.
like, comment, subscribe.
See y'all in a little bit, and see y'all on Thursday.
You guys got another
you
topic
leaving
or
too?
two?
Like
I got
we
a
do.
topic.
Yeah, we about to keep
All right,
going.
topic it up.
You can go. Let's
I
off,
really gotta
man.
take the piss,
Me
but I'm
too.
gonna wait.
That's what I'm gonna do too. All right, appreciate you guys.
What's bracking, Ash?
Man, y'all know what's going on. It's Asbash the Rapper, you feel me? Asbash the Rapper, the big one, not the little one. Make sure y'all follow my Instagram, Asbash the Rapper, you feel me? We about to get on these rapping topics, you hear me?
So
crazy.
what rap topics you got?
I ain't got no rap topics, but we need to talk about my rap topics. You feel me?
Listen, so
We can do music reviews.
do you feel Did you no? What
They
we
said
gonna do the
Asbash
movie?
cook lunch. They cold. They want me to
Go down, because we could go. Because do you want to continue talking about Foolio's situation, or
the Foolio
are
the
you not?
situation.
Are you not hip to what's going on? Because I said, are you not hip?
I
to
don't
what's
really know what's going on, like with that
You
situation.
know who Young and Ace is?
No, I know who he is. I seen him on Instagram and all. I'm saying I didn't know too much about how
No,
you know
do
how
who
to pass
Young and
away.
Ace is? The rapper Young and Ace.
You
No,
for sure
I
heard
know-
that "Who I Smoke" song.
Who I smoke.
Who?
It's some these fools in Jacksonville, Florida.
It was like a diss song to that. Making my way downtown.
They was on the golf course in the video.
Oh yeah, I
and
seen
shit.
that one. I seen
Yeah.
Sexy Red did that a long time ago too.
Yeah, so all right, Bow. That's what you call it? That's his op. He dropped the video the same night. As it did talk about Do It. I think it's called Do It, right?
Yeah, there were
Call him on Do It. Yeah. So he like nigga say it, do it, whatever. So it's like a get back song at Foolio. Do you feel like it was already in the cut and the perfect timing was to drop it right after that? Do you feel like it was a diss song, or you feel like it was already scheduled to come out that day? Because who drops music on?
Is that
What was that, a Saturday?
Is that something that drill
Who
rappers
drops on Saturday, Sunday morning?
So
Who does that?
is
Everybody drop on days. They don't.
Sunday?
Friday is
Sundays,
the day.
Friday, Tuesdays?
No, he signed. He signed to a label.
Yeah, but
He drops on
sometimes
Thursday night, Friday morning,
But
basically at 12 o'clock Eastern time.
Is that like something that drill rappers be doing now? Like just have the diss track in the cut, waiting for their op to die. So as soon as this fool dies, and it's
He
like
had the video
smoking on that
already,
pack.
It just, I think he was already going in that direction.
He could have done it that quick though too. He could have.
Nah, I feel like
People
he
be
already
having-
shot the video.
people
man.
already be having in-home
post that.
studio, in-home music
Yeah.
videos.
But not even that. I don't think it was recorded afterwards. I think it was already recorded. I got two different ways of looking at things, but I feel like it was already recorded.
I feel like it was
like
too.
he already knew the spanking was coming too, though, yeah, on the low.
I
You
feel
get
like
what I'm saying? Like if they
for
score
sure-
up and drop it.
That's something I ain't laughing at this situation for real. My bad.
He for sure would have referenced Holiday Inn or some shit if it was recorded after.
Phones,
My bad. That shit was funny.
If we done with topics, we could just shut it down and then do the music.
Nah,
shit.
Where you trying to go?
Keep it-
Where you gotta
I'm
go?
It
listening.
don't matter.
I ain't going. Yeah,
Yeah, let's do that.
yeah.
Let's do that, yeah.
Cool.
The show shot.
Sign out.
With that being said, No Jumper Show, coolest podcast in the world, bullest podcast in the world. When Ash Bash in the building, you already know. Bricc baby. Shouts to Adam 22.
Don't see late.
Come on, man.